What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? And we are live. What's good, everybody? Shout out to everybody, whatever platform you're watching on. Shout out to Redeemed Raider. You got OKC winning, man. OKC up. I appreciate that, man. I think OKC got game 3 as well. What up to everybody who's watching, man? This is Keep It Basketball. We're live streaming game 3 of the NBA Finals, doing a play-by-play reaction. This one's going to be a good one, man. This is game 3, man. This is the most important game in the NBA Finals. 80% of the teams who win game 3 go on to win the actual NBA Finals. So this one is important. This one is important. This one is important. Shout out to anybody who just started watching, man, whatever platform you're on. We're on the road to 500, man. Give your boy a like, subscribe, follow whatever platform you're watching on, man. I really appreciate it. NBA game 3 of the NBA Finals. Let me know who you got winning in the chat, man. You got OKC winning game 3, or you got the Indiana Pacers, man? I want to see it. Put it in the chat. This game 3, is in Indiana. Currently, the series is tied 1-1. First 2 games were played in OKC. The Indiana Pacers stole game 1. Last second, with 3 seconds left on the clock. Game 2, OKC got revenge. OKC pretty much had control of that game pretty much the entire way through. SGA showed up. Chet Holmgren showed up early. Jalen Williams showed up early. It was an entire team effort. Off the bench, you had Caruso coming off the bench to score a bunch of points. Overall, it was a team effort, and OKC got that win. They got it tied up 1-1. Truth be told, if OKC didn't let Indiana do what they did in the first game, OKC should be up 2-0 relatively. A lot of people have that opinion that OKC should be up 2-0. But game 3 will be the game to really show who's going to be the dominant team in this series. This is game 3 of the NBA Finals, man. OKC versus the Indiana Pacers, and we're back in Indiana, man. Who do you guys got, man? Sign off in the chat. Shout out to anybody who just started watching whatever platform you're on, man. It doesn't really matter, man. Give your boy a like and subscribe. We're on the road to 500 subs. Let's get it. Let me know in the chat where you're coming from, man. I really appreciate y'all for rocking with me, man. This is game 3 of the NBA Finals. So game 3 officially starts at 8:30, but before we start and before tip-off starts, we're going to get into some of the stats from last game. We're going to get into some of the keys to the game for each team to be able to win. And then we're going to talk about SGA, man, because SGA, this is going under the radar, man, but SGA is doing something that's never been done and might do something that's never been done, especially if OKC wins this game. So we got a lot of stuff to get into. Okay. So let's start with some of the keys to the game, man. So last game, OKC, they brought the belt to ass, man. They brought the belt to ass. OKC brought the belt to ass to the Pacers, man. You can tell that they were embarrassed about how they lost game 1, and they came back in game 2 to show, hey, ain't no comebacks this time, man. Ain't no comebacks at all. Game 1, OKC defensively was amazing. They forced 24 turnovers total on the Indiana Pacers, which, if you know anything about ball, man, if you get 24 turnovers in a game, you're usually not winning that game. But somehow the Indiana Pacers found a way to come back. They didn't lead the entire game and then hit the shot at the end with 0.3 seconds left. Imagine trailing the entire game for the team only to come back and hit the game-winning shot with 0.03 seconds left. How do you lead a game for only 0.03 seconds and still win it? Well, the Indiana Pacers did that. Even though they played terribly, even though they were trailing by as much as 15 points at the height of the game in the fourth quarter in game 1, they still came back and hit that game winner, even though they had 24 turnovers. Man, absolutely crazy. But game 2, OKC came out defensively stout. Chet Holmgren was a force early. Jalen Williams got busy early. And even though SGA didn't seem like he did a lot early, by halftime he had like 12 points, 15 points, man. So SGA was putting in work. He finished the game with, I believe, 34 points. Yep, exactly 34 points. And that leads me to talk about what SGA is doing right now. SGA, even though they lost game 1, he had 38 points. And in game 2, he had 34 points. So SGA has scored a total of 72 points in 2 games in the NBA Finals. Now, Y'all don't know this, but this actually is the NBA record for the most points scored in the first 2 final games by any player. Allen Iverson was the first player to do this. He scored 61 points in the first 2 games of the NBA Finals back when he faced off against Los Angeles. But 72 points in the first 2 games, man. SGA right now is going crazy, man. And for comparison, let's compare it to a couple people. So we can compare it to Rick Barry. In the 1975 NBA Finals, Rick Barry had 36 points per game. That was his average. Michael Jordan had 33 points per game. That was his average in the 1993 Finals. Jerry West had 30 points per game in the 1969 Finals. Allen Iverson averaged 35 points per game in 2001 Finals. And Giannis obviously went crazy in the 2021 Finals. He had 35 points per game. Now, right now, SGA, based on these 2 games, is averaging 36 points per game. So if SGA continues his average, he's literally might be up there for the highest average in the NBA Finals, period, which is crazy. We got to talk not only about that, but the fact that SGA, if the OKC Thunder do win this Finals, SGA is going to complete the first ever quadruple. And let me tell you what I mean by quadruple. SGA averaged the most points per game this NBA season, so he's already got the scoring title. He won NBA MVP. He won Western Conference Finals MVP. And if the Oklahoma City Thunder win this game and this series, he's most likely going to get NBA Finals MVP. So he will have 4 of the most prestigious records or trophies or silverware, whatever you want to call it, in NBA history, all in one season. So essentially, it'll cap an all-time historic season for OKC, all-time historic defensive season, all-time historic scoring season for SGA, man. So this, what we're seeing before our very eyes is legendary, man. I know a lot of people are talking about ratings for the NBA Finals and all this other stuff, man. Like, leave the rating nonsense to the people who are casuals, man. Like, real fans don't need to care about ratings to watch their favorite sport. Like, this is nonsense. But this is how it goes in the NBA, man. People talk shit about the NBA now, and then they praise it later. Same thing would happen with Kobe Bryant, man. People used to talk mad shit about Kobe back in the day, but now that he passed away, God bless his soul, everybody wants to revise history and all that. But that's a whole nother conversation. But shout out to anybody who just started watching, man. This is NBA Finals Game 3 of the NBA Finals, man. We're doing a live reaction, live watch party. Looks like the game's going to be starting soon. We're on commercial break. Tip-off is at 8:30 officially. Just check the screens to make sure everything's good. Okay. I think we're good. Let me just double check. Jamal, man, let me go. You're getting blocked, buddy. Spamming the chat with all this BS, man. Let's block this. Move. Okay. Let's go over here. Okay, man. If you just started watching, man, let me know who you got winning Game 3 of the NBA Finals. We got a poll up on YouTube, man. I want to see you guys vote. Go ahead and put in the poll. Who you think got Game 3 of the NBA Finals, man? Let me figure this stuff out over here. And Redeem Raiders watching in OKC. That's crazy, man. That's absolutely crazy. Okay, I know OKC right now, they got to be going. It must be final city right there, man. You guys got the best team in the NBA, the best record in the NBA, and now you got a chance to finally win the title, man. I want to know what you guys think, man. If OKC wins the title, does SGA become the all-time best Oklahoma City player of all time? Because he did what KD couldn't do. He did what Russell Westbrook couldn't do, and James Harden couldn't do. I know when they went to the finals in 2012, they came up against that Miami Heat team, which was obviously just stacked with a bunch of Hall of Famers and legends. But I want to know what you guys think, especially you out there in OKC. Okay. Let's see what's going on. I find this NBA Finals to be very interesting, especially seeing how people are reacting to it. The masses, being that it's two small market, quote unquote, NBA teams. Very interesting how the NBA fans react to small market teams being in the finals versus small market teams being in the Super Bowl. Very, very interesting to me. Very, very interesting. Anybody who just started watching, man, let me know where you're watching from, man. Put it in the chat. Like, subscribe. We're on the road to 500. On the road to 500 subs. So like and subscribe. It helps me grow on whatever platform you're watching on. Game 3 of the NBA Finals will be starting shortly. And we about to get it lit, man. We about to get it lit. Okay, let's get into some of the keys to the game before this game starts. So for the Indiana Pacers, the X factor, I believe, is one, Tyrese Halliburton, obviously, that goes without saying, but Andrew Nembhard. I think Indiana in the last game, even though it was a pretty balanced scoring effort, I think there wasn't really anybody who came in and stood out and really put their mark on the game. Usually there's one that comes in, hits a bunch of threes, etc. Tyrese Halliburton actually had a strong game compared to game 1, even though he hit the game winner in game 1. Throughout game 1, he had a pretty weak game overall, but Tyrese Halliburton was actually pretty solid. He finished game 2 with 17 points. I think Miles Turner was a lot stronger in game 2 than he was in game 1, but I think Miles Turner and Andrew Nembhard are going to have a strong game for OKC to be able to take game 3 of the NBA Finals. They're at home, which is going to give them a little extra boost. The fact that they have the crowd behind them. You know how the Indiana crowd is too, man. That crowd is strong. They're about their shit. Caitlin Clark might be in the crowd as well too. I'm pretty sure Caitlin Clark likes going to all the Indiana games as well. Tyrese Halliburton's dad is going to be there, so that might give him a little extra oomph. But I think for the Indiana Pacers to be able to win this game against a stout OKC defense, especially a confident OKC team that just came off of the last game, I think that Andrew Nembhard and Miles Turner are going to have a very, very strong game. I think Obi Toppin has been doing his thing coming off the bench. He's been hitting 3 after 3 after 3. I think he was a little bit weaker last game overall, if I remember correctly. Let's see, Obi Toppin. Yeah, Obi Toppin, last game, he only had 3 points. And Obi Toppin was one of the reasons why they really came back in game 1 as well, too. Obi Toppin hit a lot of late shots, which brought the Pacers back into the game. So Andrew Nembhard, Miles Turner, and Obi Toppin are going to have a strong game for the Indiana Pacers to be able to win game 3. For the Oklahoma City Thunder, I think the X factor has got to be Jalen Williams, man. Jalen Williams in game 1 didn't necessarily have a strong game, but game 2, he came out strong. Him and Chet Holmgren came out extremely strong. Chet in the first quarter came out extremely strong. And that's what you need. You need Chet to be aggressive offensively and defensively early. You need to make sure that defense on Indiana has too much on their hands to deal with, man. You can't deal with Chet Holmgren going crazy, Jalen Williams going crazy, and SGA coming in for that 1-2 punch to put it away. You just can't let it do it. And then once you get people coming off the bench, you get Caruso coming off the bench, man. You get other people hitting threes. You know, it's wraps, man. It's just too much to deal with. Too much on the defensive end and then too much on the offensive end. So the Indiana Pacers defensively are really going to have to make sure they slow Chet Holmgren down extremely early. They're going to need to make sure that they keep Jalen Williams in check. And then obviously you need to make sure that you slow SGA down. Make sure that he can't get to the free throw line. Make sure that he can't get to his usual spots, man, because this, SGA, I call him the mid-range monster, man. He's like Kobe 2.0 when it comes to that footwork, when it comes to finding those mid-ranges in the lane, man. So that's going to be imperative for the Indiana Pacers to be able to stop OKC. Shout out to anybody who just started watching, man. Wherever you're watching from, let me know. We got someone from OKC already watching this game, man. I want to know where everybody else is watching from. If you're just new to the stream, man, like and subscribe, man. We're on the road to 500. We're trying to grow. We're going to be streaming every single game of the NBA Finals. I hope it goes to a game 7. That'll be exciting, man. This series so far has actually been, game 1 was pretty lit. Game 2 was cool. I mean, OKC had a pretty comfortable lead throughout the whole game, and it was pretty clear that they were dominating that game. But I think this game can be a little bit closer. But yeah, so like I said though, I think the X factor for the Indiana Pacers needs to be Andrew Nembhard. Andrew Nembhard needs to come out strong. And I also think Miles Turner and Obi Toppin. Obi Toppin is that dark horse, man. If Obi Toppin comes out off the bench, starts hitting threes, the Indiana Pacers can be down by 15, 20 points and they'll be able to come back. Especially when they're mixing, matching Siakam taking him off the court, getting him some rest. Tyrese Halliburton off the bench, getting him some rest. It allows these guys to be able to get some rest, come back, and then add that extra jolt for the team. And then for OKC, man, they got to start off aggressively fast. Just like they did in game 1. Chet Holmgren got to be aggressive fast. Jalen Williams got to be aggressive fast. But I want to know what you guys think, man. Who do you think got game 3 of the NBA Finals, man? Who do y'all got? Put it in the chat. OKC or the Pacers, man? For anybody who's watching, the teams that win game 3 usually win the NBA's finals 80% of the time. That was a stat that I heard today. That's pretty wild. Game 3 is a pivotal game in any series, especially the NBA finals. So let me know who y'all got, man. And to anybody, whatever platform you're watching on, man, I appreciate you watching, man. We're going to be streaming every single game of the NBA Finals. Like your boys, subscribe, follow. We're on the road to 500 subs. Let's get it. NBA Finals Game 3, gang. Let's go, let's go, let's go. So like I said before, last game, SGA, 34 points. Game 1, he had 38 points. So SGA right now, he's on pace to break history in the finals, man. Like I said before, he scored 72 points in the first 2 games, which is an NBA record so far. He broke Allen Iverson's record, who's, I believe, scored 61 points throughout the first 2 games. So we're going to see, man. SGA might have an all-time season. Shout out to anybody who just started watching, man. Give your boy a like, subscribe, and follow, man. We're on the road to 500 subs. This is NBA Finals Game 3 live reaction and play-by-play. We're having a watch party tonight, man. We're going to be streaming every single game of the NBA Finals. Okay, put in the chat, man, who you got winning game 3 of the NBA Finals, man. I want to know. Let me know where you're from, who you got winning game 3, and who do you guys think will win NBA Finals MVP? I want to know who you guys got, man. Put it in the chat. A little sippy at a drinking, I mean. Game should be starting shortly. And I gotta say every single time, man, y'all know how the NBA does, man. NBA says tip off is 8:30. Game starts at 8:30. Game never starts at 8:30, man. NBA tip off is always 10 to 15 minutes after whatever starting time they say it is gonna start at. NBA gotta get their shit together, man. When it comes to the presentation, NBA gotta get their shit together. But who knows? NBA will be moving to the NBC next year from TNT, and I believe NBC and Amazon are going to be having the broadcast rights to the NBA next season. So honestly, it's their bag, man. Who knows? They might be the right network to be able to bring the NBA back in terms of broadcasting, in terms of media, because what ESPN has been doing, man, quite frankly, has been weak as hell. What the NBA media has been doing is weak as hell as well. You have a potential dynasty team in the OKC Thunder, and they are not marketing these guys the same way they were marketing the Golden State Warriors back in 2014 to 2020, man. You got another potential dynasty on your hands, man. In a small market, you should be pushing this team as much as you're pushing any other team in the big market, man. I hope Adam Silver sees what the NBA and other leagues have been able to do, man. How the media in those other leagues talks about their product, and I hope they can apply that to the NBA moving forward, man, because we got a lot of good players coming up, man. You got a lot of good players coming up. You got SGA, you got Ant-Man, you got Luka Doncic. Like, there's no reason why the NBA, why the discourse, the public discourse about the NBA and the product should be so negative all the time, man. No reason for that shit. Anyways, man, if you just started watching, man, let me know where you're watching from. NBA Finals Game 3 is about to start. Well, helps anybody who just started watching, man, let me get back into this SGA shit, man. So I'm going to repeat it again. So far, SGA is having a historic finals run, even though they lost Game 1. So far, he's scoring 30. He's scored 72 points in the NBA Finals throughout Game 1 and Game 2, which is the NBA record. If he continues this pace, he'll most likely have. He'll be, compared to the Legends, he'll have one of the highest points per game in the NBA Finals, which is going to be crazy. The highest points per game ever in the NBA Finals is by Rick Barry. That's 36.3 points per game. That was in the 1975 NBA Finals. The second most is Allen Iverson, 35.6 points per game in the 2001 Finals. Obviously, they lost to the Lakers. And then Giannis Antetokounmpo, let's just call him Giannis. Giannis had 35.2 points per game in the 2021 NBA Finals. Obviously, he won NBA Finals MVP. So it is based on history, based on if SGA is able to maintain this level of play throughout the NBA Finals and continue to score this amount of points, and OKC wins its series and become champions, SGA will most likely become NBA Finals MVP if the OKC Thunder win. And in becoming NBA Finals MVP, he will complete an all-time historic season with the team that had essentially the best record in the NBA, had a historic defensive season, and SGA himself, in terms of personal accolades, would have won NBA Finals MVP, Western Conference Finals MVP, NBA MVP, and he would have won the scoring title all in one season. That's a quadruple that's never been done before. Now, it's worth noting that the Western Conference Finals MVP accolade is a new accolade that didn't exist before up until, I believe, 2 years ago it was introduced, 2 or 3 years ago. But it's worth noting that SGA is having an all-time historic season, but you would never really know if it comes to the media. NBA media is atrocious. Anywho, Game 3 of the NBA Finals is about to start shortly. Let me check this to make sure it's working, man. Looks like everything's gravy. Tip-off is about to start soon, man. If you just started watching, let me know where you're watching from. Game 3 of the NBA Finals. We're doing a watch-along. Oh, let's move this one. Thunder. Rain says, how are you watching it? Watching it at home, gang. Watching on my screen, man. Rain, unfortunately, I cannot show the game. It will get taken down and they'll delete my account, man. You know how the NBA does it, man. Because of their media rights and all that. Anybody who shows a live broadcast will get banned with the quickness. But we'll be doing a watch along, man. I can let y'all know what's going on as everything goes on. And we continue to chat it up while the game is live. Keon says, let's go Thunder. Okay, Keon. Keon, are you from OKC? Okay, Keon must be a Thunder fan. So Keon, how many games did the Thunder win it in? They win it in 5 or 6. What do you think? And shout out to anybody who just started watching, man. We're on whatever platform you're watching on, man. I really appreciate it, man. This is Game 3 of the NBA Finals, man. Let me know in the chat who you got winning Game 3. You got the Pacers, you got Thunder. And give your boy a like and subscribe, man, or whatever platform you're watching on. Like, sub, whatever. Everything helps me out, man. We're on the road to 500 subs. We're trying to grow out here. We're gonna be streaming every single game of the NBA Finals moving forward. Right now, tonight, we're doing Game 3. Tip-off is about to start. Okay, game is officially started, man. Let's get it. What is up with the scoreboard, gang? We're in Nemhard corner shot. Oh my god, I don't even know where that went. You know, 0-0. Miles Turner got the ball. Miles Turner in the lane, misses. Chet Holmgren with the rebound. Chet Holmgren to the, he's going to the rack. Easy money. Chet Holmgren scores the first points of the game. OKC up 2-0. Let me fix that scoreboard, man. Sorry, y'all. Just gotta update the scoreboard. Give me a second. Right now, OKC's leading 6-4. Jalen Williams with the ball. Whistle for a foul. Gonna update the scoreboard for y'all. Okay. Right. What is going on, blood? I don't even know what is going on with the scoreboard overlay. Siakam has the ball right now. Pulls up, mid-range. Money. Right now, OKC's leading 10-6. I'm gonna get that scoreboard fixed for y'all. I don't know what's going on with it. What's going on? Okay, we finally got the scoreboard fixed. I don't know what the hell's going on there. But we get to go now, gang. Damn. Y'all got the Pacers winning game 3? Oh my days, bro. That's crazy. I didn't think most people would think the Pacers are going to win game 3. Is it because they're in Indiana? Is that why? Shout out to anybody who's watching, man. Shout out to J-Min Kim. Appreciate the watching, man. Whatever platform you're watching on, man, like and subscribe, man. We're on the road to 500 subs, man. Give me a like, subscribe, follow, whatever you're on, man. Okay, we're on commercial break. Got the scoreboard fixed. We're having a little bit of technical difficulties in the beginning, but the scoreboard is fixed. Hopefully it stays that way. Shout out to anybody who just started watching, man. We're doing a watch party live reaction play-by-play. The game 3 of the NBA Finals, the Oklahoma City Thunder versus the Indiana Pacers. We are in Indiana tonight for game 3. I want to know who you guys got winning game 3 of the Indiana Pacers. Jay Hiddle says, what is that? That's like a slime emoji. What? Jay Hiddle, what is that? What is that, man? You got to let me know what that is. What is that? What is that slime emoji, gang? Are you part of Young Thug's crew? You slime? You slime gang? Anybody who just started watching, man, shout out to you, man. Game 3 of the NBA Finals. This is the live play-by-play reaction. Anybody wondering if I can show the stream? I cannot show the actual game, so please do not ask. This is just a live play-by-play watch party, man. Come kick it with your boy. Come watch the game live, man. I want to know who you guys got winning game 3 of the NBA Finals. And who do you think is going to win NBA Finals MVP? Put it in the chat, man. Put it in the chat. Put it in the chat, man. Put it in the chat. I got to respond to Jay Hiddle, man. What does that mean, man? What does that mean? You gotta let me know, Jay Hiddle. Or Jay Heidi. I'm saying Jay Hiddle. I meant to say Jay Heidi. Give your boy a like and subscribe, man. Follow whatever platform you're watching on, man. We're streaming every single game of the NBA Finals. Next game we'll be streaming on Friday, game 4. This is game 3 in Indiana. Fun fact, 80% of the teams that win game 3, 80% of them go on to win the NBA Finals. So game 3 is absolutely pivotal. Whether you're the Oklahoma City Thunder or the Indiana Pacers, man, you need to make sure that you win this game. SGA right now is having a historic run in the NBA Finals so far. In game 1 and game 2 combined, he scored 72 points, which is the most ever scored in the first 2 games at this point. Allen Iverson was number 1 prior to this with 61 points scored in the first 2 games. SGA has 72. So SGA scored 11 more points than the most points scored in the first 2 games of the NBA Finals. Now, whether SGA can continue to maintain this throughout the series will be another question. But so far, man, SGA is showing out, man. He's having an all-time historic season right now, man. And it's kind of being swept under the rug. It's kind of crazy to me. Shout out to everybody liking, man. I appreciate it, man. Give your boy a like and subscribe for the algorithm. It helps me grow a lot. Helps other people learn about the stream. We're back on the finals, man. Turner's giving Chet that work, but he missed a shot. Anybody out there, man, have a drink with your boy if you're old enough, man. If you're in America, you gotta be 21. Don't be drinking if you're under 21 in America, man. Or do be, man. I don't care. I'm not your parents. All right. Indiana Pacers got the balls. Halliburton's bringing it up. Passes to Obi Toppin. Gets the ball back. Oh. Door pulls up. Mid-range. Hits it. Right now, Lu Dort's bringing the court up the ball. Pascal Siakam's guarding him. Gives it to Chet. Chet gives it to Jalen Williams. He almost turns the ball over. He's putting in work. 5 seconds to shoot. Indiana gets the turnover. Halliburton on the fast break. Toppin gets a rebound, puts it in. Literally everybody in that Pacers arena is wearing yellow, man. Not a single person not wearing yellow. Chet, wide open three. Misses it. Siakam with the rebound. To Halliburton. To Toppin. To Nembhard. Ooh, Nembhard took his eye off the ball. Turnover. Went out of bounds. Scoreboard acting funny again, man. Shout out to anybody who just started watching, man. Game 3 of the NBA Finals live watch party. Let me know who you got winning, man. Put it in the chat. You got Pacers. You got OKC winning Game 3. And give your boy a like, subscribe, man. A follow, whatever platform you're watching on. It helps me grow in the algorithm. We're on the road to 500 subs. Let's get it, gang. Let's get it. SGA misses the wide open shot. Pacers got the ball back. Halliburton pulls up from mid-range, misses. We got Chet Holmgren with the rebound. Chet Holmgren gets fouled by Obi Toppin. He will go to the line. Chet Holmgren is at the line. I would have to agree too. Right now they're talking about him not being in the act of shooting before he put the ball up. When Chet Holmgren was fouled by Obi Toppin, it looks like he was on the ground. I'm not sure why he's shooting free throws. He wasn't in the act of shooting. Yeah, he wasn't in the act of shooting when he got fouled, but got some free throws anyways, man. Lucky him. Right now, OKC is leading 19-10. The scoreboard is slightly in front of the actual game that I'm watching, at least. Obi Toppin for three, misses. Rebound by OKC. Caruso, Chet Holmgren, wide open in the lane, slams it down. Man, they're just making. Tyrese Halliburton got the ball, deflected, turned over. Thunder get the ball back. SGA's got the ball. Nembhard's guarding him. SGA pulls up from three, misses. Rebound to Indiana. Tyrese Halliburton has a ball. Floater, got it. Money. Beautiful floater. Jalen Williams pulls up. Misses it, but gets his own rebound. Oh, steal by Halliburton. Oh, behind the back. Gives it to Obi Toppin in the lane. That's free points. OKC takes a timeout. OKC was leading by 9 and got cut to 5. So the OKC head coach had to call that timeout. Okay, we're back to that commercial break, man. Shout out to anybody who just started watching, man. Whatever platform you're watching, I'll give your boy a like, subscribe, follow. Helps me out a lot in the algorithms. Game 3 of the NBA Finals, man. I want to see who you guys got. Y'all got the Pacers. Let's check over here and see who y'all got, man. Yeah, let me block this shit, man. Remove this, man. I'm gonna straight remove all this spam, man. Spam be ridiculous, man. Remove this one by one. All right, man, let's go over some of the stats from the game so far. See how each team is doing. Right now, just under 5 minutes left in the first quarter. And let's see some of the team stats, man. So right now, both teams are shooting relatively well. Indiana is shooting 53% from field goal, while the OKC Thunder is shooting 50%. Indiana Pacers haven't attempted a three-pointer yet, but the Oklahoma City Thunder is shooting 33% so far. I think they shot a couple or attempted a couple threes so far. Indiana Pacers have 4 turnovers, while the Indiana Pacers have the Indiana Pacers have 4 turnovers, while the Thunder have 3. And the OKC Thunder are beating the Indiana Pacers on the offensive rebounding boards, man. Right now they have 8 rebounds to the Indiana Pacers 5. So far, both teams are pretty matched pretty evenly so far. Right now, Chet Holmgren is starting off strong. He has 12 points already. And that's exactly what OKC needs, man. If you have Chet Holmgren coming out starting strong, Jalen Williams starting off strong, and then you have SGA coming just to clean everything up and just get that the ending uppercut, that 1-2 punch just to finalize everything, man, then I think the Oklahoma City Thunder can win this game, man. I think it'll still be a close game. Last game 2, I said it'd be maybe a 1-2 possession game. I was definitely wrong about that, but I think this game will be a little bit closer just because Indiana is at home. Especially in front of your crowd, man. You don't want to be losing by 10, 15 points going into the fourth quarter, man. Even though Indiana can come back from, if any team can come back from that, it's Indiana, but you don't, especially in front of your crowd, man, you don't want that. Jalen Williams got 4 points. Lou Dort has 3 points right now. SGA doesn't have any points, but Chet Holmgren is leading the OKC Thunder with 12 points. And right now, Pascal Siakam, as usual, throughout game 1 and game 2, is leading the Indiana Pacers with 6 points so far. Tyrese Halliburton has 2. All right, we're coming back from commercial break. It's a pretty close game so far. Hopefully that scoreboard, man. All right, game is back. Ludor got the ball. Ludor. 3, money. Lou Dort is money from 3. Tyrese Halliburton with the ball. Being guarded by SGA. Just switch. Sorry, screen. To top it in the corner. Gives it to Miles Turner. Miles Turner gets blocked by SGA from behind. That's a great defensive play by SGA. Goes out of bounds, but Indiana Pacers will get the ball back. Trevor comes off a screen, shoots a 3, left side, misses. Caruso with the rebound. Oh. Okay, so he just turned the ball over. Okay, Tyrese Halliburton forces a turnover on Wiggins. Tyrese Halliburton has the ball, top of the key. Oh, Isaiah Hartenstein forces a turnover. But the ball goes back to the Pacers anyways. Bring it to the corner, Nembhard. Tyrese Halliburton has it. Back to Miles Turner. Turner corner 3. Money. Caruso's bringing the ball up for OKC. To Isaiah Hartenstein. Isaiah Hartenstein to Lou Dort. Lou Dort pulls up. Misses. Pacers with the rebound. Andrew Nembhard's bringing it up right now. Pass it to Tyrese. Tyrese pulls up from 3. Money. Wiggins to Lou Dort in the corner. Lou Dort for 3. Gets it. Money. Lou Dort has hit every single 3 he's attempted so far. He's 3 for 3. Oh my God, Obi Toppin just with that crafty work to get to the paint. And this is exactly what Indiana needs, man. They need their bench players to come off strong, get them those points early. SGA gets to the paint, scores his first. Oh, SGA went to the rim, but it got goaltended by Miles Turner, so he'll get those points. It's officially his first points of the game. Tyrese Halliburton has the ball. He's being guarded by Wiggins. Oh, nice little pick and roll to Miles Turner, but Miles Turner misses the layup. To Caruso. To Wiggins. Wiggins drives to the paint. Guarded by Tyrese. Tyrese gets a steal. Tyrese has been a defensive beast so far in this game. Top in for three. In and out, bounces out. It's like Indiana's really trying to kill OKC with threes. That's their strategy right now. SGA to the rack again. Easy two. Nembhard gets fouled going to the lane. He will shoot two. Shout out to anybody who just started watching, man. We're live streaming game 3 of the NBA Finals, man. Appreciate anybody who watching. We're on the road to 500 subs. Like, subscribe, follow whatever platform you're on. I really appreciate y'all for rocking, man. And put whoever you think is going to win game 3 in the chat. Nembhard hits the first free throw. Oh, we got Caitlin Clark in the building. Got some of the WNBA players sitting courtside. I wonder if they get free tickets. Getting courtside tickets with a WNBA salary is wild. SGA. Oh, foul on Pacers. Foul on Shepherd. And now OKC's in the bonus. I don't know, man. I think the refs need to let that go, man. That's like a pretty weak. They're just being physical. Let them play ball. SGA will go to the line. We got Aaron Nesmith checking in for the Pacers. Aaron Nembhard has gone to the bench. SJ hits both free throws. Let me know who you guys got winning game 3, man. I want to see y'all put it in the chat, man. Pascal Siakam will shoot 2 at the line. Just under 44 seconds left in the first quarter. Pascal Siakam hits his first one. He's been shooting pretty terribly from free throw throughout the entire playoffs, honestly, not just the finals. But he's been doing a lot better in the finals than he did throughout the entirety of the playoffs. Pascal Siakam, that is. Pascal misses the second free throw, but Indiana gets the rebound. Oh, out of bounds. Go back to OKC. Inbound to Chet Green. Chet home green. Chet home green will go to the line. He gets fouled. Right now, Tyrese Halliburton's on the bench. Chet home green hits the first. Free throw. Getting calls, man. Chet home green misses the second. We got TJ McCollum subbed in for Tyrese Halliburton. It's Jay. All right, that's the end of the first quarter. End of the first quarter, Oklahoma City Thunder leads 32-24. Bum, bum. Let's see what's going on, man. Pascal Siakam still leads the Indiana Pacers with 7 points. Miles Turner, 3 points. Tyrese Halliburton with 5 points. Tyrese Halliburton's coming off or starting out a lot more aggressive than he did in game 1 and 2. Tyrese Halliburton was acting more as a facilitator early in game 1 and game 2, but at least he's starting off a little bit more aggressive this game. He already has 4 assists. We have Obi Toppin with 6 points already off the bench. That was one of the X factors I said coming into this game. It had to be Obi Toppin. Obi Toppin had to come in and make sure that he was shooting threes, making himself a presence right away, right off the bench. Bum, bum, bum. Got a lot of Pacers in the building, man. Just fixing some things in the background, y'all. I'm gonna update y'all with the OKC stats in a bit. Just fixing something in the background. Just fixing something in the background right now. But I will be updating the stats soon. Holy. Oops. Fuck. Just fixing something in the background. There we go. We're good to go. Chet was about to try to slam it on Neesmith, but instead he'll go to the line instead. Shout out to anybody who just started watching, man. Give your boy a like, subscribe, follow whatever platform you're on. Home Green is shooting free throws. He hits the first one. Chet Holmgren has 14 points already, so he's leading OKC right now in scoring. It's the second. So right now, Chet Holmgren has 15 points, 4 rebounds. SGA has 6 points. Jalen Williams with 4, and then Lou Dort with 9 points, all threes. Nobody else off the bench has scored for OKC so far, which I would say is a good sign for OKC. OKC has scored 34 points already. So far, the starting cast has scored and contributed quite a bit. SGA is on the bench right now, but if we can get a couple guys off the bench for OKC, really explore being an addition to scoring, while OKC already has a lead, I think OKC can win game 3. We got Isaiah Hartenstein going back to the bench as well. Obi Toppin is coming back in for the Indiana Pacers. Miles Turner is also coming back to the bench for the Pacers as well. TJ McConnell back in. Pascal Siakam is still on the floor. Mathurin looks like he's cooking. He wants to pull up. Mathurin pulls up. Money. Pulls up from mid-range. Deep 2. Okay, so he has the ball. To Chet Holmgren. Wide open to Caruso. Caruso gets blocked by Siakam. Goes out of bounds. Will be OKC ball again. Ball gets kicked out of bounds, but OKC will get it back. And now it's an extremely close game. 2-point game. Slightly behind in the actual video, on the actual broadcast. Jalen Williams pulls up. Pull-up jumper misses. Pascal Siakam with the rebound. Mathurin to TJ McConnell. Obi Toppin back to McConnell. It's a give and go. In the lane. Oh, beautiful. To Aaron Nesmith. And then McConnell steals it, bounces it off Wallace. Pacers get the ball back. And with this, Pacers can take a lead or tie the game. My apologies. They can tie the game with this. OKC is getting sloppy, man. We need to get back in the game. Coach might have to call a timeout. Bounce. Misses a shot. OKC gets the ball. From Chet Holmgren to Wiggins. To Wallace in the lane. He hits it. McConnell, corner to Mathurin. Hits a three. Straight money. The Pacers close that gap. Mathurin, corner three. And the Indiana Pacers again showing why they're dangerous, why they can close that gap so quickly. Thunder have led by as much as 9 points in this game. But the Pacers, as soon as SGA gets some rest on the bench, close that gap once more. And the craziest part about it is that Halliburton's on the bench still. Miles Turner's still on the bench. But those players off the bench for the Indiana Pacers, Mathurin, Toppin, have come through and made a difference. Let's see what's going on. Obi Toppin, 6 points off the bench. Pascal Siakam currently leads the Indiana Pacers with 9 points. We got Miles Turner with 3 points, Tyrese Halliburton with 5 points, Aaron Nesmith with 2 points, and Benedict Mathurin with 7 points off the bench. Benedict Mathurin has just provided a spark for the Indiana Pacers right off the bench, just at the beginning of the second half, which is great for them. It allows Tyrese Halliburton to get some rest, Miles Turner to get some rest, but for them to still be able to close a gap on the OKC Thunder. Currently for OKC, SGA is on the bench right now, getting some rest, but Chet Holmgren leads OKC with 15 points. Jalen Williams has 4, SGA has 6 points, and Lou Dort has 9 points. No one has scored off of the bench for OKC so far. So it still provides an opportunity for OKC to come back, seeing as SGA only has 6 points. Chet Holmgren has 5 rebounds already. But so far, no one off the bench for OKC in terms of scoring has really made an impact for OKC, and that could be the difference for this game. If OKC can't get their bench going, there's no way they're going to win this game, especially not being in Indiana. So it is of the utmost importance for the OKC to be able to get their bench involved and get some of these guys going, especially in game 2. A large part of the reason why OKC was able to make their lead and also maintain that for essentially the entire game with the bench came out scoring like crazy. Alex Caruso came out scoring. Isaiah Joe came out scoring. Wiggins came out scoring like crazy. So you had a lot of guys coming off the bench contributing to scoring. And OKC is going to need that, especially on the road against this Indiana Pacers team. Let's take a look at some of the box score. So far, OKC is leading on the defensive front. They've had 14 rebounds to Indiana Pacers 11. They have one more turnover than the Indiana. They have 7 turnovers, while Indiana only has 6. And OKC is shooting 60% from three-pointers so far. 60%. While the Indiana Pacers are only shooting 33%. And that 60% in large part is because of Lou Dort. He's hit every single three-pointer he's taken so far. He's 3 for 3. And that's a large part of why the OKC Thunder are shooting extremely well from 3. Right now they're shooting 46% from a field goal, and Indiana Pacers are shooting 53% from field goal. Gang, 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 gang. Anybody who just started watching, man, let me know where you're watching from. Let me know who you got winning game 3 of the NBA Finals. And give your boy a like and subscribe. Follow whatever platform you're watching on, man. We're trying to on the road to 500 subs, man. NBA Finals game 3, OKC Thunder versus Indiana Pacers. Let me know who you got. Who wins NBA Finals MVP? Jalen Williams has the ball. Pulls up, mid-range. Miss. Jalen Williams has had a tough night so far. McConnell gets fouled. I believe that's by Wiggins. He will go to the line. McConnell has also been... He's made himself a force in this game so far. He has 2 steals already. I believe he has 4 assists. His dad's on the sideline watching him too. TJ McConnell. Oh, TJ McConnell got a sister who also plays ball too, and she kind of fine, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Damn. Pacers lead for the first time. SGA is back on the court. So is Isaiah Hartenstein. Oh, SGA tries to pass it to Lu Dort in the corner, but gets intercepted. Pascal Siakam in the lane. Misses. SGA to the rack. Misses. SGA is having a pretty bad shooting night so far. He's 2 for 7. Mathurin in the lane. Bullies his way in. Mathurin already has 9 off the bench. Mathurin and TJ McConnell have just provided such a large spark for the Indiana Pacers so far. Wiggins got it. Gets blocked by Siakam in the paint. Caruso gets the rebound. They got 5 to shoot. Caruso goes to the rim. Gets blocked by Siakam again. Defensively, Siakam has been a monster in the paint, man. He's been blocking everything all night. OKC cannot get anything in the paint right now with Siakam there. TJ McConnell with the ball. He's got to shoot. Matthews got to shoot. Went out of bounds. It'll go back to OKC. So far, the Indiana Pacers have 19 points off the bench from their contributors. Oklahoma City has 0 points from bench. And that is the story of this game. If Oklahoma City loses this game, it'll be because the bench has not stepped up at all, at least offensively. No points off the bench for OKC so far. Right now, the Indiana Pacers bench has provided 19 points for them, with a large majority of those points coming from Mathurin. That's getting blocked, boy. So 19 points off the bench for the Indiana Pacers player. Meanwhile, OKC has not scored any points from their bench players. And so far, that is the story of this game. Indiana Pacers lead 39-36. Now, one thing we must say is that if that so far is the story for this game, then I will say the Oklahoma City Thunder can see that they're in a good position. The fact that no one off their bench has scored and the game is still relatively close and they're in Indiana, it's only a 3-point game. Someone could easily get the spark going for for OKC. But right now it seems like Indiana have the momentum. You have the momentum. They've been playing better defensively and they've been forcing more turnovers. Currently right now, the Oklahoma City Thunder have 9 turnovers. Indiana has 7, so they're pretty mano a mano. But in the last 5 minutes, the Indiana Pacers have made themselves a little bit harder on the defensive front, and it's showing. They're getting a lot of transition points. They're forcing a lot of turnovers. And right now, it seems like they're just gut punch the Oklahoma City Thunder. Oklahoma City Thunder can't score any points right now. If you just started watching, man, let me know where you're watching from. Let me know who you got winning Game 3 of the NBA Finals, man. Put it in the chat. Oh, it looks like it's 50-50, man. Looks like nobody knows who's going to win, man. 50-50. Honestly, this game could go any way, man. It's still a pretty close game. Even though the Pacers have the momentum right now, OKC can still come back, man. SGA could go crazy. And if SGA goes crazy and they end up winning this game, man, this is how legends are made, man. This is how legends are made. You got to put your stamp on a game sometime. It is important to keep in mind that Game 3 is an extremely pivotal game in the NBA Finals. 80% of the teams that win Game 3 in the NBA Finals go on to win the entire thing. So both teams need to be fighting like hell for this game. Because the majority of the time, this is the game that decides who's going to win the NBA Finals, period. Right now, the Pacers are taking all the momentum. They've been causing a lot of the turnovers. TJ McConnell and Mathurin off the bench have really provided a spark for Indiana and really closed that gap. The Thunder were leading by as much as, I believe, 9 or 8 points. And the Indiana Pacers to completely close that gap when they had SGA and a couple others resting on the bench. SGA is back, and then also, right now, Indiana has 19 points off the bench, where Oklahoma City Thunder, no one has scored off the bench so far. So you can either look at that as a good thing or a bad thing for OKC. OKC can take this. They can get their bench going and close that gap. But the fact that the game is so close, when no one off the bench has scored for OKC, can also give them confidence that if they get their act together, they can close this game out. Inbound to SGA. Deflected. Isaiah Joe pulls up. 3, money. Game tied. 39-39 right now. Scoreboard is slightly ahead. Tyrese Halliburton for 3. Corner. Misses. Indiana gets the rebound. Top in. Back to SGA. To Nembhard. Nembhard pulls up from 3. Money. SGA got the ball. Isaiah Joe pulls up another 3. Tie game again, 42. So now, as the Oklahoma City Thunder finally got some points off the bench with Isaiah Joe, he scored 6. And again, this is a close game, even with no one scoring off the bench for OKC. That's not a good sign for the Indiana Pacers. Blacking falling on Isaiah Joe. Mathurin, another foul on Isaiah Joe. Mathurin will go to the free throw line. We go to the free throw line and shoot 2. Mathurin got 9 points already. He will shoot free throw number 1. Nothing but yellow in his crowd, man. Hits the first one. Mathurin hits the second. Inbounds to SGA. OKC has the ball. Bring it up the court. Guarded by Nembhard. Oh. Gonna pull up. Long 3. OKC misses. Halliburton to Obi Toppin, who's slashing. Gets it in there. And 1. Mathurin. Pacers have increased that gap to 4. Defensively, it looks like the Oklahoma City Thunder are just all over the place right now, which is crazy because they're the number 1 defense in the NBA by a long shot, and usually defense is their strength. But it looks like this Indiana Pacers team is just giving them a hard time right now. Mathurin shoots free throw. He hits. Indiana lead 47-42. SJ has a ball, guarded by Nembhard. Nembhard has 3 fouls. That's not good for the Pacers. Nembhard will go to the bench. SJ has the ball right now. Pass to Lou Dort. Back to Chet. Back to Lou Dort. Lou Dort pulls up. Gets blocked. Obi Toppin blocked the hell out of that, man. Like, get that shit out of here. Chet Holmgren, what's a 24-second shot clock violation. Tried to get the shot off before the violation went off, but he didn't get it. Indiana gets the ball back. Tyrese Halliburton's pulling the rock up. Floater in the lane. Oh, that floater's been money all night for Tyrese. And Tyrese Halliburton has been a lot more aggressive early than he has in game 1 and game 2. Chet Holmgren. Caruso for corner 3. Money. So one thing I will say about this so far, it seems like Indiana has not been able to establish a really large lead or really pull away from OKC. OKC still staying in that game. And their bench is really starting to contribute now too. Jalen Williams. Oh. Almost lost the ball. Oh, gets blocked by Tyrese Halliburton, but he gets the ball back. Jalen Williams wants this one-on-one with Tyrese. Gets fouled. Jalen Williams misses the first free throw. Pascal Siakam comes back in the game. Holmgren will take some rest, and Harkenstein's coming back in as well. Williams hits the second free throw. It's going to be a close game, man. It's going to be a one-possession game this entire game. 1-2 possession game. I don't think the Indiana Pacers will be able to pull away like the Thunder did in game 2. It'll be a close game throughout. Got it to Shepherd in the lane. Shepherd hits the lane. That's a wild shot, boy. Being guarded by Isaiah Harkenstein, still managed to hit that tough shot. Jalen Williams brings it up for OKC. Jalen Williams cooking. Oh, and one. What are we talking about? Let's go. Jalen Williams being aggressive, man. Oh, my days. That's tough. That is tough. Both teams want this, man. I fuck with it. Jalen Williams hits a and one. It's a free throw. And it looks like the OKC Thunder are really starting to get that spark back, man. They're starting to get players contributing off the bench. Still a relatively close game. Corner three to Shepherd. He misses. OKC rebounds. SGA is back on the floor. SGA pulling up. Gets to the rim in. Tie game. The Thunder are coming back, man. It looks like the Thunder have finally started just attacking the rim, and they're trying to get in the paint. Oh my days, that the arc on that shot went up like this. Make sure Pascal Siakam cannot get close to that. Okay, we're back on commercial break, man. And so far right now, the Oklahoma City Thunder have closed the gap again with the Indiana Pacers. Like I was saying, the Oklahoma City Thunder have to be relatively happy with what's happening right now. Even though they weren't getting any contribution or any production off the bench in terms of scoring, they're still able to keep it to a 1-2 possession game, which is good in their favor. It means that as long as they got their bench players involved, as long as they got some production and started getting them going, they could keep the game relatively close. Indiana Pacers, even though they got that spark off the bench from Mathurin and from TJ McConnell, they weren't able to extend that lead by like a 10 or by a 5 to 10 point lead. And that's dangerous because Oklahoma City Thunder, they also got a good coach, man. They're going to be able to adjust to whatever Indiana Pacers are doing defensively, even though they looked a little bit slow at first. But it looks like they're finally being able to adjust. They're attacking the paint a little bit more as well. They're seeing some weakness in the paint. And they're just going straight to the basket, man. That and one by Jalen Williams, man, that's super tough. And that's exactly what they need to do. They need to be extremely aggressive in the paint to be able to open up those 3-point lanes or the 3 points on the side. Drive to the basket and kick it out. But so far it seems to be working. We're 51-51. Game 3 of the NBA Finals, man. Who you guys got winning this game? If you just started watching, man, like and subscribe. Follow whatever platform you're on, man. We're on the road to 500 subs, man. I really appreciate anybody who's rocking with me or watching the game. Game 3, let's go. McConnell pulls up, misses. OKC has the opportunity to take the lead. SGA pulls the ball up, gets a screen from Harkenstein. SGA going to the, oh my God, beautiful spin. Goes to the lane. OKC is attacking the lane a lot. Pascal Siakam attacks the lane again. Right now they're going mano a mano, man. OKC right now is not settling for any threes. They're trying to attack that basket. SGA in the lane. Harkenstein slams it, yams it right down. Untold FL says, I love this Halliburton defense. Halliburton's been hooping, man. He's been playing some great defense this game. I think he's taking it personally, the fact that they're trying to go at him. I think they might have thought he was a defensive liability, but nah, not this game. This game, Tyrese Halliburton is really putting some work in. Offensively and defensively, I must say. Another floater from Halliburton, man. That inside floater on the right side, man, that's been Halliburton all night. That's been money. Pretty much automatic. OKC brings the ball up. SGA has it. It's like he's trying to drive. Pulls up mid-range. Misses. That shot looks like it's almost automatic from SGA every single time, but he misses this time. Halliburton shoots long three. Money. This game is going back and forth, man. This game is just a straight seesaw. This game is very good so far. Jalen Williams brings the ball up for OKC. He's trying to attack that basket. He gets fouled. So Aaron Neesmith gets his third personal foul. Oh, that Halliburton movie fakes this way and then shoots a three. Red and Aaron. Man, this game is a fast-paced game. I'm loving this so far. Jalen Williams will shoot two. Jalen Williams hits the first free throw. Untold FL, man, who you got winning game 3? Jalen Williams misses the second free throw. Untold FL said, up the Chels, by the way. What's the Chels mean? What's Chels? Also worried about these fouls, especially Nembhard, man. I was working on Shea, but it's risky. As a thing, they're trying to put a lot of pressure on Shea early, trying to make sure that he doesn't get to that basket. Ooh. Pascal Siakam just tried to slam it. He missed it, but that would have been sick. He was just about to slam. Who was he about to slam that on? I just missed that. Yeah, now you got Nembhard 3 fouls, and now you got Neesmith with 3 fouls, and these guys are important, man. You need these guys on the floor. Because the thing, everyone on the Pacers is a hooper, man. All these guys can shoot. They're all 3-point shooters. They're all great shooters. So you need these guys to be on the floor to be able to give yourself a chance. So yeah, if I'm a Pacers fan, if I'm the Pacers coach, those early fouls worry me a little bit. I mean, you do want to put, and that's why SGA is such a hard player to guard, man. Like you want to put as much defensive pressure as possible, but you know that he's such a crafty player that he'll be able to draw those fouls and get those guys in foul trouble if they do too much at the same time, you know? SGA has the ball. Covered by Shepherd. Looks like he's trying to go one-on-one. Gets Caruso in the lane. Cuts it. Gets it to Jalen Williams. Jalen gets fouled by Siakam. Jalen will head to the line. Pascal Siakam has his third personal foul now. So now you have 3 players in foul trouble for the Indiana Pacers. We got Pascal Siakam with 3, Aaron Neesmith with 3, and Andrew Nembhard with 3 fouls. Untold FL, what does up the Chels mean? Up the Chels, by the way? I gotta know what that means, gang. And shout out to you, man. Untold FL, where you watching from? I gotta know where you're watching from. So Pacers got game. Hallie Buzzer, Siakam balling 2. Okay, so you got Pacers taking this game. It's 50-50, man. The polls I'm seeing, it seems like y'all got anyone could win. I honestly don't know who's going to win either. It's going to be a close game. I think it's going to be a 2-possession game throughout the entire game, man. Dirtman says, where you watching it? Where I'm watching from, or what platform I'm watching it on? I'm not watching an illegal stream. I'll tell you that, man. Just anybody out there, we're not doing illegal streams. You know what I mean? For all the feds out there. Don't worry, feds. We're not doing a legal stream. But now we're just watching it on the local TV app or whatever you call it. You know what I mean? You know how they got those web TVs you can watch on your phone, watch it on tablet, watch it whatever. You're watching it just on the web app, man. Basically got the game. Hallie got. So you think Hallie's gonna get another buzzer beater? I don't know, man. I mean, anything could happen. Anything could happen. Anything could happen. I wouldn't put it past Hallie, man. Oh, okay. Sorry, you meant Chelsea. Okay, I get it. You said I'm a Chelsea fan. Seeing the United jersey in the back. Assumed you watch soccer, but watching from Toronto. So now I do watch EPL, my guy. And yes, the Manchester United jersey is in the back there. You see the Jalen Hurts rookie jersey there too. But yeah, I'm a Manchester United fan. Unfortunately, man, we have to go through one of the worst seasons in 30 years this year. Shout out to Chelsea though, man. Y'all got that new owner who's spending mad cash. I think Chelsea did well this season, right? What place did Chelsea finish in? Anyway, but watching from Toronto, got my man Siakam. Yeah, man. Hey, man, we got another Canadian here, man. I'm Canadian too, man. Born in Toronto, man. You already know. But yeah, man. What Pascal Siakam did for Toronto, man. I always love him for that, man. The 2019 Finals. Pascal Siakam is such an underrated player, man. It's nice to see that he's finally getting the recognition that he deserves in these finals. He's been such an underrated player for such a long time, man. But Pascal Siakam, man, he's really that dude. Offensively, defensively, he makes such a difference. Right now, there's 17 seconds left in the half. Indiana has the ball. They're trying to run the clock out. Looks like they'll take one more shot before the half ends. Got TJ McConnell, pulls up, mid-range, money. 6.3 seconds left. SGA has the ball. He'll pull it up. SGA tries to hit a last shot. Bounces, misses. Okay, so it's the official end of the first half. The Pacers lead by 4 points. OKC Thunder. That's a nice shot. The story of the game early was that the Indiana Pacers were getting production off their bench. Meanwhile, there was no one for the Oklahoma City Thunder. At the beginning of the second half, the Indiana Pacers had 19 points off the bench, where the Oklahoma City Thunder didn't have any off the bench. But the Oklahoma City Thunder's bench players started contributing, and they closed that gap a little bit. The Pacers end up leading by 4. At first, the Oklahoma City Thunder led by as much as 9. But as soon as SGA came out and a couple other players sat just to rest a little bit, TJ McConnell went crazy. And Benedict Mathurin came off the bench as well too, and produced a lot, man. Benedict Mathurin, I believe, has 13 points already. Let me double check that and see what the scoring is looking like. Benedict Mathurin has 14 points right now. Obi Toppin has 6. Ben Shepherd has 4, and TJ McConnell has 6. So you had TJ McConnell and Benedict Mathurin come off the bench and provide a lot of scoring and a lot of presence for the Indiana Pacers to be able to help them get that lead and take it. And they've been maintaining it ever since. It's been around a 2-possession game since that point. I don't think the Indiana Pacers will be able to extend the lead by a crazy amount. I think the Oklahoma City Thunder is going to be able to stick in there. And then now OKC just started to get production off the bench from their guys. Isaiah Joe has 6 points. He's hit back-to-back threes coming off the bench. Alex Caruso has 3. Isaiah Hartenstein got 2. So they're finally getting some production off the bench. Right now, Chet Holmgren has 15 points. He's leading OKC in scoring. Jalen Williams has 11 points. SGA has 11 points. Lou Dort has 9. He's hit three threes pretty much. So Lou Dort is 3 for 3. So yeah, so the story of I guess the second quarter is that Oklahoma City finally got their bench going and finally got some production. And if you're OKC, you can look at this in 2 ways. If you're OKC, you look at this and you say, okay, we kept the game relatively close, 2-possession game without any scoring from our bench. And now our bench is really starting to score and we're able to tie the game or keep it within a 1 or 2-possession game. So for them, I think they just have to make a couple adjustments, man. A couple adjustments and they should be able to get right back in the game, maybe even take a lead. And the Indiana Pacers, man, defensively, Tyrese Halliburton's been putting in a lot of work. Pascal Siakam's been putting in a lot of work. There's been a lot of turnovers. So the Indiana Pacers defensively have maintained a lot of defensive presence. And against the number 1 defensive team in the NBA, they've dropped a lot of points, especially off the bench. So they have to be proud of what they're doing so far. I'm sure they're just going to look to maintain and continue whatever they're doing right now and see if they can continue that strong bench scoring from Obi Toppin, Benedict Mathurin, as well as TJ McConnell. Chelsea Ballin finished 4th. I haven't forgot about those free throws from Siakam versus Boston. Only thing I haven't, Pascal Siakam, man, it's always the free throws with him, man. Even in these playoffs, his free throws have been just absolutely terrible, man. I don't know. the thing is, like, Pascal Siakam to me is such a good, underrated player, such a complete player defensively, offensively. But the damn free throws, man. This guy, he's been terrible free throw shooter in the playoffs. In the finals, he's been okay so far, but throughout the playoffs, he's been pretty bad. Chelsea's ball. Let me see where Chelsea finished in the table. Because I remember what last season Chelsea finished. It was it like they finished pretty bad, right? Like in the last season. EPL table 2023, 2024. Let's see, because I know last season Chelsea spent a bunch of money, but they didn't really finish that well. Or was it the season before that? Last season they finished 6th. Yeah, okay. So I'm thinking of 2022, 2023 season. So I remember that season when that American guy bought the club from the Russian dude. I forgot what his name is, from the previous Chelsea owner, and he was just throwing money. They were throwing crazy money, just buying every single player. Man, it seemed like they were spending like fucking $30 million a week or something like that. It was crazy. I think at the end of the year they had like spent $1 billion on players or something like that. It was absolutely crazy. So they finished 12th that year. And last year they finished 6th. Yeah, damn, Chelsea's doing well, man. They finished 4th this year, so they'll be playing Champions League football next year, unlike my team. Shit's sad, man. Manchester United is a shell of themselves right now. Shout out to anybody who started watching, man. Let me know where you're watching from. Let me know who you got winning game 3 of the NBA Finals. Right now in the polls, it's looking like it's 50-50. So based off the game so far, it looks like anyone can win this, man. I don't even know where this is going myself. Dirtman96 says, where are you watching it, man? There, man, what do you mean by where you watching it, man? Shout out to anybody who's watching, man. Like, subscribe, follow. Helps me out a lot. We're on the road to 500 subs, man. And any like, subscribe helps a lot in the algorithm or wherever you're watching from, man. Like, subscribe, follow, any of that, man. It really helps your boy out a lot. We're streaming every single game of the NBA Finals. We'll be streaming game 4 on Friday. Irregular Oja, man, I appreciate you following. Appreciate that, gang. Irregular Oja, you from Canada? Hey, we Canadian over here too, man. Where in Canada you watching from? It says OKC. Okay. OKC. So yeah, man, it's pretty much 50-50, man. It's people are saying OKC, people saying Indiana from Toronto. Hey, shout out to Toronto, man. That's my hometown. In my hometown. Yes, sir. Glad to see a lot of Canadians in the chats, man. That shit is dope. 1.5 billion finally showing. You expect a team that spent so much. Honestly, I think that was a big thing too. Like Untold FL, when they were spending all this money, they're like, yo, you're spending billions of dollars and you have nothing to show for it. You guys finished what, 12th, 13th? But it looks like all that money is starting to pay dividends, man. And it is kind of sad that that's where football is at right now, where it's like you essentially just need someone who's like a billionaire to come and bankroll a team to be able to get anywhere in football these days, man. Like I know English Premier League is all about money, man. It's the richest league in the world, but these smaller clubs just can't compete with this shit, man, unless a billionaire comes in and buys a team. But shout out to Chelsea though, man. I remember watching Didier Drogba back in the day, Frank Lampard, all them dudes. Irregular O just says, Toronto, hey, I'm a Man United fan too. Oh, okay, we got another Man United fan, man. Appreciate it, man. It's good to have someone else to go through the misery with, man. No Champions League football next season, man. This shit is terrible. Appreciate the follow, Regular Oja. Yeah, man. Shout out to you, man. Shout out to the Manchester United fans around the world, man. We're going through a lot of bullshit with the Glazers, with everything going on with the team. But I have hope, man. I'm hearing a lot of news about the players that Manchester United is about to sign. I have hope that once, at least you got to give Amarin a chance, you know? Like, I know the season was kind of shit in the EPL, and then how it ended was also just as bad, losing to Tottenham. But I think if we get the players that fit his system, we got to at least give the man a shot, you know? Got to give him at least a year, a summer to be able to get his players, and we'll see what happens, you know? I'm hoping they can really turn this thing around. It would be nice if the Glazers would just sell the team, man. I thought a couple years ago, the people from Qatar or Qatar, is that how you say it properly? We're gonna buy the team. I thought it would be sold, man, but the Glazers are too greedy, man. They wanted too much money, so the Qataris just essentially just pulled out. But shout out to anybody who's watching, man. Whatever platform you're watching on, man. Give your boy a like, subscribe. It helps me out a lot in the algorithm. We're on the road to 500 subs, 500 follows, man. So any platform you're watching from, any follow, all the love. I really do appreciate it. Until FO, that's crazy amount though. Spending $1.5 billion is like, that's so much money. It's like, it's such an unfathomable amount of money to me. Like, think about it, $1.5 billion, bro. Like, even if y'all seen like the visualizations of like $1 million compared to $1 billion, like how exponential the difference is from $1 billion to $1 million, it's utterly insane. And to think about a team spending that in a span of 2 to 3 years, $1.5 billion, that's crazy. Absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy. Shout out to anybody who's watching, man, wherever you're watching from. Game 3 of the NBA Finals. We're going to be streaming Game 4 on Friday. We're going to be streaming every single game of the NBA Finals, no matter how many games it goes to. I hope it goes to Game 7, man. You know we love Game 7s over here. NBA Finals, Oklahoma City Thunder versus Indiana Pacers. Pacers lead by 4 at the half. And this game so far has been a game of benches, I would say. The Oklahoma City Thunder came out pretty strong. They were leading by as much as 9 going into the second quarter. Then the Indiana Pacers had their bench come on and just make a mess of things for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Indiana Pacers got 19 points off the bench compared to 0 points off the bench for the Oklahoma City Thunder going into the second quarter. And that's how the Indiana Pacers were able to get the lead and then maintain it up until the end of the half. OKC, their bench started producing on the back end towards the end of the quarter. They finally got some points from Isaiah Joe and some of the other contributors off the bench. Alex Caruso, a little bit from Isaiah Hartenstein as well too. So you can look at this in either one of two ways, man. Who wins this game? Honestly, I can't say. I think it's going to be a 1-2 possession game up until the fourth quarter. And it's really going to come down to a couple of shots. That's what I think. Either going to be Tyrese Halliburton or SGA having to close out any one of these games and putting their stamp on it to be able to give their team the lead. It's worth keeping in mind that the team that wins Game 3 has won the NBA Finals 80% of the time. So both teams know how important this game is. The team that wins this game might win the entire series. Again, I'm going to say that one more time. The team that wins the NBA Finals Game 3 usually wins the entire series 80% of the time. So Game 3 is extremely important. Psychologically and for momentum. If the Oklahoma City Thunder lose Game 3, they're going to be kicking themselves in the foot, man, because they're going to know that Game 1 essentially cost them this series. You can't be lackadaisical against the Indiana Pacers, man. You just can't do it. Yeah, irregular OJ, man. We got no choice, man. Got to give Amarin a choice. Sorry, got to give Amarin a chance. Be able to do what he's going to do. Got to be able to give him money to be able to spend, man. You got to be able to get these players. But I'm hearing that we've already assigned what? What's the name? Bueno. We got the man from the Wolves. What's his name again? I keep forgetting. I'm blanking on his name. The Brazilian guy from Wolverhampton. Let me just Google this shit real quick. Because I'm forgetting his name, man. Looks like they're also trying to get Victor how do you say his name? Gyökeres. And then it looks like Mbueno wants to sign to the Manchester United as well too. So far, it looks like he's told his team, I want to go to Manchester United. So that's good. And I will say that's one good thing about Manchester United, man. Even though we can do terribly, because the brand of Manchester United is so strong worldwide in the Premier League, because there's so much history with that club, even though they're doing bad, every player thinks in their mind, if I sign to Manchester United, if I'm part of the rebuild, if I'm part of bringing this team back to glory, they know what that does for their career. So for that one reason, all Manchester United can still attract so many different players, even if they're not doing as well as they historically did. Shout out to anybody who's watching live, man. I really appreciate it. Again, like I said, I'll repeat it one more time. The team that wins game 3 of the NBA Finals goes on to win the entire finals 80% of the time. We also got to talk about the season that SGA is having, because he's on pace to do something that's never been done before. Number one, SGA has scored 72 points in the first 2 games of the NBA Finals, and that's an NBA record. Nobody's done that. The closest person I think was Allen Iverson, and he broke Allen Iverson's record. If the Oklahoma City Thunder do win this series and win the NBA Finals, and SGA is NBA Finals MVP, he will have completed the first ever quadruple in NBA history. And let me tell you what I mean by quadruple, because this will be all-time season. He will have won the scoring title, NBA scoring title, because SGA had the highest points per game this entire NBA season. He won NBA MVP. He won Western Conference Finals MVP. And if he wins the NBA Finals, he'll most likely win NBA Finals MVP. So that's a quadruple. So if the Oklahoma City Thunder are able to win the NBA Finals, SGA will be closing out an all-time historic season from a shooting guard. Crazy to think about. Something that's not really being talked about in the greater media or NBA media. I don't know why, but NBA media is pretty garbage anyway, so not surprised. Shout out to anybody who just started watching, man. Let me know who you got winning game 3 of the NBA Finals, Pacers or Thunder. Put it in the chat. And let me know who you think will win NBA Finals MVP, man. Right now it's halftime. Let's break down some of these stats and see what's going on. Let's go some team stats. So right now we got the Indiana Pacers shooting 55% from field goal. Oklahoma City Thunder is shooting 47%. OKC is shooting 60% from 3-point, which is crazy. Indiana Pacers are shooting 38%. OKC has 11 turnovers to Indiana Pacers 7. So Indiana is definitely forcing a little bit of defensive pressure on OKC. Usually it's the other way around. And right now, OKC is leading in rebounds, 21 rebounds to Indiana Pacers 16. So you can see those 3-pointers and the fact that they're winning on the defense, on the rebound, on the boards, is what's really keeping OKC in the game. The fact that now they've got some contributions and some scoring off their bench is really keeping them in the game. It's a 2-position game. It's close. This game is going to be, I think, a 2-possession game going through the entirety of the game. And it's probably going to come down to a shot by Tyrese. It's going to come down to one shot by Tyrese Halliburton, man, or SGA on the other side. It's going to be a close game, man. This might be, I think Untold FL might be right, man. It might be a buzzer beater by one person. Who knows if it's going to be SGA or if it's going to be Tyrese Halliburton, man. I'm going to go take a quick bathroom break. I'll be right back. We bike, we bike, we bike. Okay. We got a tie game right now. Nemhard's driving to the lane because it's a Siakam. Siakam floats it but misses. Shout out to anybody who just started watching the stream, man. Really appreciate it. Give me a like, subscribe, follow whatever platform you're on. It really helps me a lot in the algorithms. This is game 3 of the NBA Finals, man. We're going to be streaming every single game live. Next game we're going to be streaming on Friday, starting at 8 o'clock. Book it. Book it, book it. Let me know if you just started watching the stream, man, who you got winning this game and who you think will be NBA Finals MVP. Spaz FV113, man. Halftime just ended. We back right now. Just had to take a quick bathroom break too. You dig? Anybody who got a drink, man? Cheers. Make sure you stay hydrated, gang. Anybody who's watching, man, I appreciate it. This is game 3 of the NBA Finals. Give your boy a like, subscribe, man. We're trying to grow on all platforms. We're going to be streaming every single game of the NBA Finals. We're also going to be streaming in the off season when there's any big news coming out. I'll most likely be streaming once or twice a week, just covering some of the NBA news, making some reactions, NBA content. Because you know this off season, man, they're predicting it's going to be one of the wildest off seasons in NBA history. You got a couple of people who might get traded. You got KD who might get traded. You potentially Giannis who might get traded, which is crazy. There's conflicting reports about that. There's reports about the Toronto Raptors potentially being a destination for Giannis. New York, there's a lot of different places. KD, it's the same. A report came out today from Shams as well, saying there's a couple of teams that are open to getting KD. I believe it's the Rockets, it's New York, it's the Spurs, and it's the Timberwolves. And it looks like right now, currently, the Spurs are leading the race for KD. Now, KD on the Spurs would just be absolutely insane, man. There's also a rumor that Giannis might go to the Spurs as well. Imagine having Victor Wembanyama, Giannis on the same team. Like, what? What are we talking about, bro? Imagine having Victor Wembanyama and Giannis on the same. Do they win the is that an automatic NBA Finals lock? Having Victor Wemby and Giannis on the same team is just nuts. Even having KD and Giannis on the same team, I think that's crazy as well too. Anybody who's watching, man, I really appreciate it. Let me know where you're watching from. Let me know who you got winning game 3 of the NBA Finals. Put it in the chat. See what's going on, man. Wherever you're watching the stream from, man, like and subscribe. Really helps me out a lot in the algorithms. We're going to be streaming every single game of the NBA Finals. Game 4 on Friday. Game 4 on Friday. And then we'll be doing some more content and reactions, live streaming news in the off season after the NBA Finals as well. Right now we're on commercial break. There was a timeout taken, I believe, by the Indiana Pacers. Right now the Pacers are down by 2. So the game might be coming back shortly. Oklahoma City Thunder keeping this game pretty close, man. Even though they were leading by as much as 9 in the first quarter, going into the second quarter, Indiana came back, got a lead. OKC's been able to maintain their lead. Oh shit, we got Meta World Peace there. Mark Jackson's there. All right, we got the game back. Let's get it. Halliburton brings it up, passes to Nemhard. Turner, mid-range, misses. Shooting from the free throw. Pulls up, but he misses it. Jalen Williams has the ball. He's pulling it up. Looks like Jalen Williams wants to go to the rack. Jalen Williams, floater. Ooh, nice. OKC came out with a whole new game plan, man. They're attacking that paint. They are attacking that paint. Ooh, Turner tries to slam it on Chet, but he misses. Ball ricochets. SGA is bringing it up for OKC. SGA pulls up. 3. Miss. Gets his own rebound. Chet Holmgren pulls up for 3. Misses as well. Tyrese Halliburton with the rebound. Two straight 3 misses. Check up to Turner. Ooh, blocked from behind by SGA, but he will go to the line. Turner tried to slam it on Chet Holmgren twice in a row. This guy's going for blood, man. He wants heads. I will appreciate that the Indiana Pacers are staying aggressive throughout the entirety of the game. Even Tyrese Halliburton. Tyrese Halliburton has a knack for starting off really slow, not being as aggressive in the beginning of the games, especially in game 1 and 2. But it seems like everyone in Indiana just has that dog mentality right now, man. But it seems like it's not really phasing OKC at all. OKC is still hanging in there. SGA has the ball. He's pulling it up. 2-point lead by the Thunder right now. Oh, they got SGA wrapped. Looks like there might be a jump ball. Got a jump ball between Miles Turner and SGA. I wonder who will win this. SGA has only been to the free throw line twice on the night. He has 14 points. Indiana wins the jump ball. Tyrese Halliburton brings it up. Halliburton to Andrew Nembhard. Siakam got it. Kicks it out to Neesmith. Catch and shoot from the 3. Neesmith corner 3. Neesmith, Siakam, and Nembhard were in foul trouble early. They all have 3 personal fouls. Ooh, wild air ball from Wallace. Tie game at 68. Halliburton gets a screen from Miles Turner. Miles Turner shoots a 3. They get the offensive rebound. Halliburton drives to the lane. Woo! That was a tough layup. I think it should have been and one, though. It should have been an and one, gang. Game tied at 70. Like I said, this is going to be a 1-2 possession game, man. It's going to be tight the rest of the way through. Miles Turner, mid-range, got it. Jalen Williams will bring it up for OKC. He's guarded by Neesmith. SGA has it. Ooh, turnover. Stolen by Tyrese Halliburton. Tyrese will slam it down. That's easy money. Tyrese Halliburton has been a beast defensively all night. If you didn't know any better watching this game, you would think Indiana Pacers are the #1 defense. Ooh, SGA from 3. Because Indiana have been a menace defensively all night, causing tons of problems for OKC. Pascal Siakam will shoot free throws. $188 million. Damn. Pascal Siakam getting paid. Right now they're talking about his contract and about his story. Y'all didn't know Pascal Siakam was actually going to be a pastor and was meeting his sister in South Africa when he joined what is it, NBA Africa. He was supposed to be a pastor. His dad wanted him to be a pastor. But he ended up coming to the NBA, gang. Ended up becoming a star, winning a championship with the Raptors, obviously, in 2019. So Pascal Siakam is a pretty dope story. Indiana currently leads 76-73. Lou Dort, 3, corner. Money again. Lou Dort is 4 for 4 from 3. So y'all, I'm just editing the post right now. Got to get this shit ready. Okay, we good. Get back to the game. Tyrese Halliburton has the ball. Pulls up for 3. Money. We're just going back and forth, man. This is a seesaw right now. It could be anybody's game. 1 possession, 2 possession game, man. Tyrese Halliburton just hits a 3. He's been aggressive throughout the entirety of the game. Gave him too much space. Had too much space. It was a mismatch. Chet Holmgren was covering him. Okay, we're back to commercial break. Let's take a look at the scoreboard, man. Let's see what's going on. Right now, the Indiana Pacers lead 79-76. There's just under 6 minutes left in the third quarter. Right now, SGA and Jalen Williams are tied with 17 points. SGA has 8 rebounds, 4 assists, and 3 blocks. Oh my, I didn't even know SGA has 3. That's crazy. Jalen Williams has 17 points, 5 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal. Chet Holmgren has 15 points, 7 rebounds, 2 assists, and 1 steal. And we got Cason Wallace with the 4 points and Lou Dort with 12 points. Lou Dort has gone 4 for 4 from 3. All his points are 3s. He's been perfect from 3-point line, which is crazy. Lou Dort has been playing amazing. Off the bench, they have Isaiah Hartenstein with 2 points, Alex Caruso with 3 points, Isaiah Joe with 6. And this game, Andrew Wiggins hasn't scored anything off the bench, even though he was a pretty big contributor last game. He was hitting 3 after 3 after 3. Allowed the OKC to extend their lead in game 2. For the Indiana Pacers, we got Pascal Siakam with 15 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists. We got Aaron Nesmith with 4 points. He's in foul trouble. Pascal Siakam, Aaron Nesmith, and Andrew Nembhard all have 3 fouls, 3 personal fouls. Miles Turner has 7 points. Andrew Nembhard has 4. And then Tyrese Halliburton has been aggressive since the beginning of the game. He has 19 points, 8 assists, and 4 rebounds. So he's contributing in every single way you can. And he's been a menace on the defensive front as well, too. Tyrese Halliburton has been playing extremely well defensively, causing a lot of turnovers. The story of the series so far was that Tyrese Halliburton hasn't been aggressive early enough. It seems like he was kind of cruising through the first 2 quarters of game 1 and game 2, even though he did hit the game winner in game 1 late in the game. It kind of seems like he was like a little bit lackadaisical, a little less aggressive, wanted to facilitate the ball more than actually take some shots, some threes, drive to the lane. That has not been the case this game. Since early in the game, He's been driving to the lane, hitting that beautiful floater, taking threes, and he's been a menace on the defensive front for the Indiana Pacers as well too. So Tyrese Halliburton has probably heard a lot of the talk, probably got a lot of feedback from his coaches, and is starting to be a little bit more aggressive early on in the game. Off the bench for the Indiana Pacers, you got Obi Toppin with 6. You got TJ McCollum, which provided 6 points, and Benedict Mathurin, who provided an early spark in the second quarter with 14 points. He's been pretty quiet since. And then we have Ben Shepherd with 4 points as well too. So overall, pretty solid showing from both teams. Definitely more production off the bench for the Indiana Pacers than OKC Thunder have gotten. But OKC Thunder, all the starters, man. You got SGA with 17, and you got Jalen Williams with 17, Chet Holmgren with 15, and Lou Dort with 12. So all the starters are really contributing for the Oklahoma City Thunder. If you just started watching the stream, man, I really appreciate it, man. We're Game 3 of the NBA Finals. We're streaming every single game in the finals. Game 4 is on Friday. Give your boy a like, subscribe, follow for the algorithm, and it really helps me out a lot. We're on the road to 500 subs. Let's get it. Oh, Jalen Williams just missed a dunk. Oh, OKC forcing a turnover. Caruso's in the game right now. Caruso from 3. Money. Looks like OKC is really trying to reconfigure and put some more pressure on the Indiana Pacers defensively. Caruso almost with the steal, but it goes out of bounds. Shout out to anybody who's watching, man. We got a couple quarters left. Let me know who you got winning this game. You got another Tyrese Halliburton game winner? Or maybe you got an SGA game winner. Let me know what you guys think. Mathurin pulls up. Mid-range, got it. Jalen Williams pulls the ball up. Jalen Williams pulls up. Doesn't go, gets a funny bounce. Nembhard gets a rebound. Nembhard pulls up. Oh, it looks like he wanted to go for 3, but he didn't. Indiana will get the ball inbound from the side. So in the first 3 quarters through game 1 and 2, Tyrese Halliburton only had 15 points, but tonight he has 19. So he's being a lot more aggressive defensively and offensively, and a lot earlier too. Shout out to anybody who's watching me, whatever platform you're watching on. I really appreciate if you give me a like, follow, subscribe, whatever it is, man. Helps me out a lot, helps me grow. Tyrese Halliburton to the lane. Kicks it back to Obi Toppin. Obi Toppin for 3, but he misses. SGA has the ball right now. He's working on Nembhard. Double team. Gives it to Caruso. They got 9 to shoot. SGA wants the ball back. Trying to go to work on Nembhard. Obi Toppin comes to the double. SGA shoots, but he misses. Obi Toppin tries to get the ball to Mathurin in the corner, but he falls out of bounds. So it's a 2-point game. Indiana leads 81-79. Lou Dort will bring the ball up for the OKC Thunder. We got just over 3 minutes and 30 seconds left in the third quarter. Hartenstein has the ball. Tries to get it to SGA, but it's not there. Caruso has it. Caruso left-handed layup, but misses. Obi Toppin tries to get it up there over a Chet, but he misses. Isaiah Hartenstein takes it down for OKC, gives it to SGA. Chet Holmgren for a 3. Ooh, in and out. That was hard. Lou Dort gets a rebound. Back to SGA. They got 11 to shoot. Ooh, SGA gets fouled. SGA, too crafty, man. Too crafty. The way he moves his body, man, he's just too good with this. He's gonna find a way to get to the line, especially if you're not a smart defender. Got him on an island all by himself. So Shea will head to the free throw line for 2. This is only his 3rd time at the free throw line all game. He hits the first one. Oh, should we live stream the NBA draft? I'll think about it, man. Here's the second one. So SGA has 19 points right now already. We're just under 3 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. And this game is this game's gonna go back and forth, man. This is gonna be a ricochet. It's gonna be a 1-2 possession game. OKC with the rebound. Mathurin misses a shot. SGA has it right now. Being guarded by Shepherd. SGA gives it to Harkenstein. Back to SGA. SGA wants to put a stamp on this game. Pulls up, mid-range, money. So OKC takes the lead by 2. Siakam drives. Gets blocked by his goaltending. They're trying to put pressure on SGA with Shepherd. It's not working, man. SGA is still getting to his spots, still getting that mid-range off. Big Ego Gaming says, let's go OKC. Gonna take the lead back. It looks like this is going to be a ricochet, man. This is going to go back and forth, but it looks like OKC right now is really clamping down defensively. And it looks like SGA is not really being fazed by this defense. They're really trying to double him. They're really trying to pressure him. It's not really working right now. Oh, this is a mad scramble. The ball's going everywhere. Pacers get a turnover against the OKC Thunder. Siakam has the ball right now. Looking for a screen from Hallie. Doesn't take it. Gets it out to Shepherd. Back to Hallie. Hallie takes a deep 3. Ooh, miss. Long rebound. Pacers get the ball back. Gets it back to Siakam. Turner gives it back to Halliburton. Halliburton looks like he wants to shoot another deep 3. Pascal Siakam shoots a 3. Misses. Lou Dort with the rebound. Gives it to Caruso. Looks like OKC's going to try and slow this game down, get it back to SGA. They're trying to double SGA. SGA tries to get the foul, but he misses. Mathurin on a breakaway, but gets fouled by Caruso. Let's go. So, Big Ego Gaming, you think OKC going to win this? Oh, shit. Yo, anyone who's from Canada will notice, man. There's the dude from Toronto who's always courtside in every single Raptors game. The brown dude who owns a car dealership. I forgot what his name is, but y'all know who I'm talking about. He's at the Indiana Pacers game right now. He's at the Indiana Pacers game. That's crazy. This guy's like a basketball super fan. He's like taking mad pictures with all the Raptors players and everything like that. He's like courtside at every single Raptors game. It looks like he's in Indiana right now. He's wearing a Canada jersey too. It's probably because there's 4 Canadians in the NBA Finals right now. We got 4 Canadians in the NBA Finals, which I think is the most that's ever been in the NBA Finals all at one time. You got SGA, Benedict Mathurin, Lou Dort, and Andrew Nembhard. 4 Canadians in the NBA, man. It's crazy. 2 on each team. OKC's bench is getting warmed up. Pacers going to tire themselves out on our starters. Bench is going to stand. That's what I've been saying too, man. I was saying that the good thing for OKC, especially in that first half, was that they kept the game relatively close and they weren't getting any production from their bench, or at least not as much production as the Pacers. At one point, the Pacers bench had 19 points. The Pacers had 19 points from their bench, where OKC didn't have any points off their bench, right? So if you can get no production from your bench and still keep the game relatively close, 1-2 possession game, you like that if you're a coach. Holmgren and 1. Because from a coach's perspective or from the player's perspective, if you're confident, it's only a matter of time before these guys get going and before they start getting them shots falling, right? And now look at it. Chet Holmgren and one. Who did he get fouled by? I think it was Toppin on the foul. Nope, it was McConnell. I've been OKC since before Westbrook and Birdman. Nice. Oh, okay, so you've been an OKC fan for a minute, man. That's crazy. Since before Westbrook and Birdman. That's a long time ago, man. Let me ask you a question, Big Eagle Gaming. If OKC wins this finals, do you think SGA is the greatest Thunder of all time? Since they were the Sonics. Since they were back in Seattle, gang. Holy. Appreciate it, man. You know, I like doing these live streams, man. I like getting on here, man, chatting with you guys. You know what I mean? To me, this is dope. We're going to be streaming Game 4 on Friday as well, too. We're going to be doing all the NBA Finals. We're going to be doing games next season, too. And we're going to be doing reactions to stuff that happens in the offseason as well, too. So if you like all this, man, give me a like, follow, subscribe, whatever platform you're watching from, man. I really appreciate it. Working overnight, man. Where do you work at, Big Eagle? You don't have to say the name or whatever like that, but what type of job is it? The overnight shift is tough, man. Jalen Williams from 3. OKC takes the lead. Let me update the scoreboard. Sorry, y'all. This is... The Thunder have come back. They've got some renewed energy. Looks like Big Eagle Gaming was right, man. Jalen Williams just hit a big 3 on Nemhard right before the end of the third quarter. So now OKC has a 5-point lead going into the third quarter. Sorry, going into the fourth quarter. Big Eagle Gaming. I'm hearing rumors that Seattle might get another team again. They're saying that the 2 places that might get another team are Las Vegas, and Las Vegas is one of them. And then I think Seattle was the other team, or the other city that they said might get one as well too. So if Seattle gets another team, you still going to be an OKC fan, or you going to revert back to the Sonics? Because I think if Seattle gets another team, they're probably going to call them the Sonics again. 12-night overnight Amazon fulfillment center. Woo! 12-hour overnight, man. Holy, that's a long ass shift, gang. But hey, we all got to get that bread, man. You got to do what you got to do, man. At least you're able to, you know what I mean? Like, get a little bit of entertainment. I'm glad I can provide a little bit of entertainment while you're working, you know what I mean? That shit is tough, man. I used to work in a warehouse at 1.2. We in Canada over here, so it's a little bit different, but for me, man, I was lifting a bunch of boxes, man. I was out of uni, I couldn't get a job, you know what I mean? Or it took a while before I got one, so I just lifting a bunch of boxes, putting them on them trucks and shit, you know? So I know what that fulfillment is like, man. That shit can be tough sometimes. OKC been there for me. Yeah, I feel that. Shout out to OKC, man. So you really want OKC to win this, man? So let me ask you a question. Do you think SGA becomes the greatest Thunder of all time if they win this finals? Because he's doing what KD couldn't do, what Russell Westbrook couldn't do, what James Harden couldn't do. Obviously, James Harden was only a 6-man back then, but what Gary Payton couldn't do. Shout out to anybody who's watching, man. I really appreciate it. Whatever platform you're watching on, give your boy a like, subscribe, follow, whatever platform you're on. It helps me out a lot in the algorithm. Again, we're going to be streaming Game 4 of the NBA Finals on Friday. We will stream for as much games as there are. Hopefully, it goes to a Game 7. You know, we love a Game 7 over here, but the way OKC is playing right now, they may close this thing out in 5 or 6. Let's take a look at some of the stats from the night. We're going to take a look at some of the team stats first. So right now, when it comes to the boards, OKC is winning the boards overall. They got 35 rebounds to 26 for the Indiana Pacers. So the OKC is really just dominating the boards the whole night. Now, the big difference is turnovers. Indiana Pacers have been a nuisance for the Oklahoma City Thunder all night, especially Tyrese Halliburton. He's been playing great defense. Indiana Pacers only have 9 turnovers, and OKC have 14. Now, this is usually not regular. Usually, the Oklahoma City Thunder are the one causing the turnovers But tonight, it's been all Indiana Pacers in terms of defense. Indiana Pacers are shooting 27% from three, while the Oklahoma City Thunder are shooting 55%. And we got the Indiana Pacers shooting 48.4% from field goal, while the Oklahoma City Thunder are shooting 49%. So in terms of shooting from field goal, it's pretty close. Mano y mano. It's not just SGA, don't get me wrong. That man's playing his ass off. He's definitely up there. Can end up being top 2 or top 3. That's a fair assessment. I don't think you can take away what Westbrook did, even though he didn't win a chip. But yeah, it is not just SGA. It's the whole team, man. This whole team is, again, having an all-time historic defensive season. These guys are lockdown defenders, man. You got Lou Dort, who's having an amazing season. All defensive first team. Like, you got the cast of Chet, Jalen Williams. I think Jalen Williams is underrated as well, too. Woo! And one Mathurin. So yeah, it takes a whole team, man. It's always that one player that gets the individual accolades and I rock with SGA, but it does take a whole team, man. You got to have a team with depth to win a championship, man. That's how it always is. So Mathurin hits a second free throw. The scoreboard is slightly ahead of the broadcast that I'm watching right now. As long as OKC stays being a horsey, I'm not worried about turnovers. It looks like they're trying to clean up a lot of the stuff right now. I definitely think that coach talked to them a little bit. Wallace in the lane. Tough shot, get it. Right now they're resting SGA. All right, they have Hartenstein, Caruso, Wallace, and Jalen Williams on the floor. Ooh, Hartenstein with a tough left hand off the glass. So do you think OKC, if they win this game, do you think they take it in 5 or do you think they take it in 6? Shout out to anybody who just started watching, man, whatever platform you're on. We're streaming Game 4 of the NBA Finals on Friday. Give your boy a like, subscribe, a follow. Helps me out a lot in the algorithm, man. Gets me out there. Ooh, that was a nice move by Mathurin. Off the glass, left-handed. 2-point game right now. It's going to be a 2-possession game for the rest of the game. It's going to be a tight game. Jalen Williams wants to take the shot, fakes it, gets it to Caruso, back to Hartenstein, to Caruso, turnover, gets stolen by TJ McConnell, out of bounds. It'll go back to OKC. I think he was looking for Obi Toppin in the corner. Wait, what? They're saying it's deflected. Hartenstein is saying that he never touched the ball. Looks like no one touched that ball. Oh, yeah, that's a bad by the refs. Refs are saying that Hartenstein touched it and went out of bounds, but Hartenstein on the replay did not touch it at all. He was trying to get it to Shepard in that left corner, but just completely missed the mark. But that will be overturned, and OKC will get the ball back. Giving them another opportunity to increase their lead by even more. Fix that scoreboard a little bit, you dig? Big Eagle Gaming. The one thing I will say is if you're okay, so you got to be pretty confident that you can win this game, man. I mean, so far we haven't had any evidence from the Pacers that they can, one, take the lead but maintain a large lead against the Oklahoma City Thunder. Game 1, of course, Halliburton hit that game winner at the end with 0.3 seconds left. Game 2, Oklahoma City Thunder pretty much led that game the entire way through. There was not a single time where the Indiana Pacers looked like they could come back and win that game. And then in this game, Indiana Pacers have had moments where they've maybe had a 4 or 5 point lead, but they haven't been able to extend that past like a 10-point lead where you think, okay, Indiana Pacers are for sure winning this game. They're going to close this out. This game has remained relatively close throughout the entire night. It's been a 1-2 possession game. And at this point, it's been seesawing, right? So you get anyone can take this game, you know, and knowing Oklahoma City, they can go on a run. Any one of these teams can go on a one. Big Eagle Gaming says they're going to go to game 6. Pacers earn their spot. It's going to be a good game, I think. We lose one, game 1 and 5, that's it. I think that's a fair assessment. I think OKC will take one in Indiana and lose one in Indiana. Now, I don't know if it's going to be this game or the next game, but I think they'll be able to close everything out. I think 6-2. Before the NBA Finals started, I said OKC in 6 before I saw anything. But you do got to give Indiana the respect because they are a dangerous team, man. And I think I'm happy that the Indiana Pacers made it to the finals instead of the New York Knicks. I think the Pacers match up against the Thunder a lot better than the Knicks would. I think the Knicks would have got. I think the Knicks maybe would have squeezed out one win just because, you know, it's just embarrassing to get swept. But I think OKC probably would have won it in 5 if the Knicks made it to the finals. But yeah, I'm rocking with the Pacers, man. I like what they're doing. Obviously, I like Pascal Siakam. But yeah, I'm inclined to agree with you based off what we're seeing. Shout out to anybody who's watching, man. Wherever you're watching from, give your boy a like and subscribe, man. This is game 3 of the NBA Finals. I want to know who you got for NBA Finals MVP up until this point. We're going to be streaming game 4 of the NBA Finals on Friday. Same time, 8 o'clock. And we're going to be streaming every single game after that. If it goes to game 7, we'll be streaming till game 7, man. So we'll be streaming every single game of the NBA Finals, man. Whatever platform you're watching on, I appreciate you watching. We're on the road to 500 subs on every platform, man. So we just starting out. We just started streaming for the NBA Finals. And we will be streaming more, doing more reaction content in the off season. We got the NBA draft coming up. I may cover that. And we got a lot of potentially big trades on top of KD and Giannis potentially getting traded. We're also hearing that the Boston Celtics, now that they've been bought by new ownership, might be blowing that team up as well too. Boston Celtics have been paying into the luxury tax for the last couple of years by a lot of money in order to win that championship. And now that they're under new ownership, they're most likely going to change a lot of shit and they're going to trade a lot of players. We're already hearing rumors that Porzingis is probably gone. Drew Holiday might be gone. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens with the Boston Celtics. So obviously, Jason Tatum's coming off that Achilles injury as well too. Just suffered it in round 2 against the New York Knicks. So it's going to be interesting to see what the Boston Celtics look like next year. And what the Boston Celtics do. They're probably going to have to trade a lot of players, man. They're not going to be the same team at all. Pascal Siakam, air balls, shot clock violation. SGA is they're showing like the sideline audio of SGA right now. He's looking intense, man. He does not want to lose his game. He's looking intense right now. Oh, we're a little bit behind. Obi Toppin has the ball right now. McConnell has the ball. Guarded by SGA. Oh, gets SGA on a nice move. Misses it, but Nembhard gets the rebound. Nembhard gets it. Oh, McConnell steals the ball. They got another quick point. Tied at 95 now. Oh my God. Looks like the Indiana Pacers are getting momentum again. Was it Israel 1727? I can't do that, my guy. I will get banned and put out of here, man. This is where reading skills are really essential, man. It says live reaction. You know what I mean? Come on, let's use our reading skills. SGA gets fouled. He'll go to the line. So SGA will go to the line. Everyone in the arena is booing right now, man. They don't want to see SGA go to the line. I know people be calling him a free throw merchant, man, but the stats ain't showing that, man. They compared him historically to other players in the playoffs, man. I think SGA was like number 40 something on that list in terms of free throws per game. Oh, SGA misses the first free throw. I guess they say ball don't lie, huh? Thunder have 17 turnovers, man. Indiana has been pressuring OKC extremely well defensively the entire night. SGA hits a second free throw. Mathurin pulls up. Money from three. We got just under 7 minutes, or just a little bit over 7 minutes left in the game. Jalen Williams gets inside to the basket. Nice move on Mathurin. Tie game, 98. Man, this game is a seesaw, dog. Straight seesaw, man. This shit is going back and forth like crazy. We got Mathurin got the ball right now. Oh, loses the ball. Pascal Siakam gets it back. Gets it to Mathurin. OKC with the rebound. SGA has the ball. We got... Ooh, Holmgren gets fouled. He won't go to the line, they're saying, before the act of shooting. Tyrese Halliburton is coming back in, who's on the bench. Shout out to anybody who's watching, man. I really appreciate it. Give me a like, boy, a like and subscribe. We're trying to grow. We're on the road to 500. And we will be streaming Game 4 on Friday at 8 o'clock. Book that in, man. We'll be streaming every single game of the finals for as long as there are games. And let me know in the chat who you got, man. You got OKC winning this, or you got the Pacers, man. We got just a little bit over 7 minutes left. It's a tie game. It could go any way, man. I want to know who you guys got winning this game. Put it in the chat. And who's your NBA Finals MVP? Siakam, actually. I see. So because it wasn't the act of shooting, OKC's going to inbound the ball. They're trying to get that ball to SGA. Gives it to Harkenstein. Williams gets the ball back. To Harkenstein. Harkenstein's in the lane. Puts a shot up and misses. Pacers get the ball back. Nembhard passes it to Miles Turner. To Halliburton. Halliburton hits a step back three. Oh my days. OKC takes a timeout. Tyrese Halliburton has been on it, man. Ooh. 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 Holy. Tyrese Halliburton came to play, boy. Right, we on commercial break right now. Let's take a look at the Pacers, man. What we got? Tyrese Halliburton has 22 points, 8 assists, 6 rebounds, three turnovers, 1 block. So Tyrese Halliburton has been balling, man. He's been playing hard all game on the defensive front. Big Eagle Gaming says 17 turnovers, but how many rebounds? So far right now, OKC has 36 rebounds. Indiana Pacers have 29. OKC has 17 rebounds, and the Indiana Pacers have 11. This game, the Indiana Pacers have been putting a lot of defensive pressure on OKC. But even with all that pressure, man, all those turnovers, it's still only a 3-point game. This is a pretty tight game so far, man. Right now, Tyrese Halliburton has 22 points, 8 assists, 6 rebounds. Miles Turner has 7. Andrew Nembhard has 6. Pascal Siakam has 17 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists, and 2 steals. And then from the bench, we got Benedict Mathurin with 25 points off the bench. This is the reason why the Indiana Pacers are winning this game right now. Benedict Mathurin. Benedict Mathurin has been knocking off crazy shots off the bench. He's plus 13. He's a plus 13 plus minus right now. TJ McConnell is the same. 12 plus minus, 10 points off the bench. So it's really Benedict Mathurin and TJ McConnell. Every time they come off the bench, they're providing a big spark for the Indiana Pacers. But even with that big spark, man, that's a lot of points off the bench from Mathurin. Points that usually would have been either Aaron Nesmith or Miles Turner. But it's still only a 3-point lead, and there's six, almost 7 minutes left to go, man. We got plenty of time in this game, man. Hey, shout out to Ghost, man. You back. Where you been, man? Shout out to you. Ghost, man. I'm not sure if you've been watching already, but this game has been pretty crazy, man. It's been a seesaw. It's been back and forth like crazy. Right now, the Indiana Pacers lead by 3, but it's been back and forth all game, man. Right now, OKC, Chet Holmgren has 20 points, 8 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal. Jalen Williams has 22 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists. SGA, 22 points, 4 assists, 7 rebounds. Lou Dort, 12 points, all 3-pointers. Lou Dort is 4 for 4 from 3. Cason Wallace, 6 points. And then you got Isaiah Hartenstein with 6 off the bench. Alex Caruso with 6. And then Isaiah Joe with 6 off the bench. So a little bit more production off the bench offensively from OKC in the second half, but it's really the starters that are providing most of the offensive firepower for OKC. The story of the game so far is that Pacers have been putting a lot of defensive pressure on OKC. Usually it's the other way around. OKC right now has 17 turnovers. Indiana Pacers have 11. So let me double check that. Was it 11 or was it? Yeah, it was 11. So the Indiana Pacers have forced a lot of turnovers. They've been putting a lot of defensive pressure on SGA and on the OKC Thunder overall. But it's still a very close game. And there's still plenty of time for anybody or for an OKC comeback. SGA has the ball. SGA travels. Turnover. Who do I think is going to win? Oof, man, it's been a seesaw. I think OKC is still going to find a way to win, but I think it's going to be close. Moving screen on Miles Turner. OKC gets the ball back. I think it might be a 1 or 2 possession game by the end, but I think, Miles Turner just get that body check to SGA, man. Jalen Williams has the ball. Looking for the screen from Caruso. Doesn't take it. Goes to the rack. Floater. Beautiful floater from Jalen Williams. Another 1-point game. Tyrese Halliburton has the ball right now. Miles Turner in the paint. Knocks it down. Pacers back up by 3. Chet Holmgren to the rack. Gets blocked by Turner. Topping with the rebound. Andrew Nembhard has the ball. This is Pacers' opportunity to extend that lead. They haven't led by any more than 4. I think Pacers have led by only as much as 5 the entire game. Oh, SGA, some solid defense. Tyrese Halliburton gets his own rebound. Yeah, SGA is looking tired right now, man. They're putting pressure. Nembhard, step back. Money. Pacers extend that lead. Big Ego says OKC gonna lock down Tyrese and Siakam. Oh, Lou Dort corner three. That's his first miss from three the entire night. Pacers get the ball back. Woo! Obi Toppin with the putback slam. Right now, though, I don't know, Big Ego Gaming. It looks like Indiana has a 7-point lead right now. I think the Thunder can still close that gap, though. We will see. There's 4 minutes left. Jalen Williams gets a shot blocked by Toppin. Just under 4 minutes left. OKC is looking real tired right now. I'm not going to lie. Nembhard pulls back. Jump shot misses. Now I can see OKC taking a timeout soon. SGA gets the ball to Chet Holmgren. Chet Holmgren gets fouled. OKC looks tired. They're not boxing out. Indiana Pacers are getting all the offensive rebounds for the last two minutes. Obi Toppin with the crazy putback slam to put the Indiana Pacers up by 7. OKC. Looks like OKC finally takes a timeout, which they desperately need. So right now, OKC with 18 turnovers, Indiana Pacers have 12. OKC is still winning on the boards, but it looks like Indiana's catching up. 38 boards to Indiana Pacers 34. Both are shooting relatively the same from field goal percentage. Pacers are shooting 51%, OKC shooting 49%, and OKC shooting 52% from three-pointer, while Indiana is shooting 32%. One thing to keep in mind, this is something that I said earlier in the stream, the team that wins Game 3 in the NBA Finals goes on to win the NBA Finals 80% of the time. So it is important that whatever team wins this game, there's a high possibility that they will go on to win the rest of the finals. So if I'm the Oklahoma City Thunder, if you lose this game, you got to be shooting yourself in the foot because you had an opportunity to be up 2-0. And it looks different when you're up 2-0 and you lose one game in Indiana or whatever. It's not as bad. You know what I mean? But when it's Indiana goes up 2-1 and you got the next game in Indiana as well, it looks a lot different, man. So Oklahoma City got to be shooting themselves in the foot because they could be up 2-0 right now. And if they drop one game in Indiana, it's not as big a deal. But now that they're, you know what I mean, on the brink of potentially losing this game, it doesn't look good right now, man. It really doesn't look good. Right now, SGA has 22 points. Jalen Williams has 24 points. Chet Holmgren has 20. Pascal Siakam with 17. Tyrese Halliburton with 22. And Benedict Mathurin with 25 off the bench. That's the type of production you want off the bench as a coach, man. That's beautiful. If they win next game, Pacers win. If they win next game, Pacers win. So you think as SGA got it? Nembhard guarding SGA. SGA pulls up mid-range. Money. What's it called? Delay of game against OKC. SGA with that mid-range, man. Mid-range menace. Straight up. Yeah, Pacers win both games at home, man, then it's got to be Pacers in 6. But these two teams, man, it's really just about momentum and about who can close out each game because Neesmith puts out a corner 3. Pacers lead by 8 with 3 minutes left. And this is the first time that the Indiana Pacers have been able to extend their lead. Oh my God. Another turnover. The Indiana Pacers have just been giving the straight work to OKC defensively. Oh, Caruso with the steal. He gets a hard foul by Neesmith. Uh-oh, he's on the ground. OKC looks like they want a flagrant. Caruso had a fast break after the steal. He was about to essentially get some free points, and he got fouled hard by Nembhard from Neesmith from behind. OKC looks like they want to get a flagrant call from this. I don't think they'll get a flagrant on this though. So they're looking for wind-up, contact follow-through. Might be a flagrant one. I don't think it's a flagrant one, but who knows, man? We'll see. Now, I believe Nembhard has 3 personal fouls. That might be a big mistake by the Pacers. This may be what OKC needs to be able to come back. Flagrant foul will give the ball back to OKC as well. So we will see. Waiting for the refs to make the call.
That doesn't come into it not playing the basketball, not part of the criteria. He can grab them and hold them up, as we see plenty of times during layups when people try to foul them by preventing a layup. So that's what he's trying to do, in my opinion, preventing this layup. I think it's
okay, so either a hard playoff foul or a flagrant. Let's see what happens. If he does get a flagrant, it will be a flagrant 1. Anybody who's watching, man, I appreciate it. If you're watching this late in the stream, give your boy a like, follow, subscribe. We'll be streaming Game 4 on Friday at 8 o'clock. Start the stream at 8 o'clock. We got a pregame show, and then we go straight into the game. So it is not a flagrant foul. Caruso will get 2 free throws, but they will not get the ball back since it is not a flagrant 1.
to your players on the other end, on the other side. Because now this has been a standard set. I'm surprised it's not clear.
Yeah. That could go either way, honestly. But that's a good foul from Neesmith. Because if OKC gets that fast break layup or dunk by Caruso, that can completely shift the momentum with what 2 minutes left in the game, you know? So that's actually a pretty smart foul if you're gonna do one. And the fact that he avoided the flagrant one is beneficial for the Pacers to be able to close this one out. All right, so it's a 6-point game. Pacers lead 110-104. Around 2 minutes and 30 seconds left in the game. Turner has the ball. Gives it to Siakam. Siakam gives it to Turner. Williams knocks it away. Out of bounds. Whose ball is it? OKC gets the ball. Out of bounds by the Pacers. OKC gets it back. Oh my God. Yeah, I think it's off of Pascal Siakam. So that's two turnovers by OKC. OKC gets the ball back. And it's a 6-point game. 2-possession game. SGA has the ball. Gives it to Chet. Jalen Williams has it. Chet Holmgreen. Oh, for 3. Gets blocked. gets the ball back for the shoot. Holmgren thought he was fouled, goes out of bounds. Pacers ball. Tyrese Halliburton has the ball. SGA is guarding. Out to Neesmith. Corner three, misses. Holmgren outlet to Williams. To SGA. SGA, wide open. Looks like he was going to pull up for a three, but holds it, gives it to Caruso. Caruso gets it back to him. SGA. Pulls up, mid-range. Misses. Indiana Pacers get the rebound. Outlet pass to Siakam. Siakam wide open. OKC takes a timeout. Indiana up 112 to 104. Pacers lead by 8. 1 minute left to go. So the way it's looking right now, it looks like OKC might fall to the Indiana Pacers, man. There's 1 minute left. OKC about to drop some threes. That's what they need to do, man. I thought SJ was going to pull up from that three just a second ago, but it looks like he hesitated a little bit, then passed it back to. He passed it off to Caruso. Then Caruso get it back to him. Then he settled for a mid range instead. But I thought he was going to pull up and take that three right away. That three would have took the air out of the arena. Would have just cut it to 3 points. But yeah, I don't know what it's looking like now, man. With 1 minute left and an 8-point deficit, looks a little bit different, man. Because now you got to chuck up some threes, and they can still hit them and close that gap. But right now, the Pacers got all the momentum in the world. And again, the teams, this is just historical stats, man. This doesn't mean that the Pacers are going to win this series just because they win game 3, but supposedly 80% of the teams who win game 3 go on to win the NBA Finals. So that's important. That is important. Miles Turner with the big block on Chet Holmgren a second ago. The defense has been suffocating from the Indiana Pacers. That's the best way to put it. Absolutely suffocating. They've made the Oklahoma City Thunder uncomfortable all night. And the Pacers have forced the Oklahoma City Thunder to make 19 turnovers. Jalen Williams drives, gets fouled. Neesmith has five fouls now. We got exactly a minute left in the game. OKC's in the bonus as well. They get fouled again. They're going to the free throw. Jalen Williams hits the first. Casey Wines comes in. Gotta get these socials better, man. Jalen Williams misses a second. Jalen Williams has been shooting pretty poorly from the free throw line as well. 1 minute left. Pacers lead by 7. Back out to Halliburton. Halliburton throws up a shot. Bad shot. Misses. Pacers foul Williams. That's a pretty bad foul. Because OKC's in the bonus, man, so. Neesmith just fouled out of the game. He just got his fifth fouled just moments before that and is now fouled out. Jalen Williams misses another free throw. Oh my God. Terrible, because Jalen Williams is having a pretty solid game, man. 25 points. Hits a second free throw. There's 35 seconds left. Thunder got the foul. Oh. Foul called. Big E game. I thought OKC was about to just start raining threes, close that gap as quickly as they can, you know. But I think that's more of a Pacers thing.
The worst place to catch a ball and to hold it if you're Benedict Mathurin. Right up against that half-court line, you can't go backwards. They've got to get out of those lanes, those corner lanes. That's where you can get an easy trap.
Foul called on Caruso. Both teams are now in the bonus. Excuse me. Man's hiccuping. So now Mathurin will go to the line for 2 free throws. Shout out to anybody who's watching, man. Whatever platform you're watching on, man. I appreciate all the love, all the likes, follows, man. It helps me grow a lot on all these platforms. We're going to be streaming Game 4 of the NBA Finals on Friday. We're on the road to 500 subs, man. So I appreciate all the follows, all the likes, all the comments, everything, man. Mathurin hits a second. Okay, there's 25 seconds left. Okay, so you got to start putting up some threes. Holmgren fires a 3. Misses. There is 17 seconds left in this game. The Indiana Pacers lead by 8. The way things are going right now, it looks like Indiana will take game 3 of the NBA Finals and go up 2-1. OKC missing a lot of free throws, man. Casey Wallace just missed a free throw. But if you're Indiana Pacers, man, you got to be confident. This is a great win at home. Defense has been suffocating for the Oklahoma City Thunder. And SGA, I don't think SGA has 30, right? Because SGA is pretty much a lock for 30 almost every single game in the playoffs. But he's only at 24. Jalen Williams is 26. Chet Holmgren with 20. Siakam goes to the basket. Nice little layup in the basket. 7 seconds left. 2.3 seconds left. Okay. Game done. So the Indiana Pacers take a 2-1 lead in the NBA Finals, man, and they take Game 3 of the Finals. Again, Game 3 is an extremely important game in the NBA Finals. The team that wins Game 3 goes on to win the series 80% of the time. But obviously, that's just historical data. That doesn't mean anything when you're talking about the Oklahoma City Thunder. Oklahoma City Thunder is the best defensive team in the NBA, and they had a historically good defensive season. But this is a great win for the Indiana Pacers, man. You're at home. The building was bussing. Your team played great defensively. But do I think they're going to be able to hold OKC like this or play against them defensively for 2 more games? I don't think so, man. But I think the key to this game, one of the X factors was that Tyrese Halliburton was aggressive early. Tyrese Halliburton defensively, offensively was extremely aggressive from early on. And Mathurin off the bench, man. Mathurin, I believe he had 25 off the bench. 27. Benedict Mathurin with 27 points off the bench. That's a huge boost for the Indiana Pacers as well too. So this game, in terms of offensive scoring, is Pascal Siakam, Tyrese Halliburton, and Benedict Mathurin contributing the majority of the points, and Benedict Mathurin and TJ McConnell were just batteries off the bench, man. Absolute batteries. Now, yo, let's put some of the posts up. Big Eagle Gaming said that's okay. Like I said, Pacers deserve to be here, but OKC is known for miracles. They're going to be at 20% game 6. Yeah, that's what I mean. The thing is, it's just a stat, but I don't think that's going to be what happens in this series at all. You know what I mean? I think the Pacers, I think they, in terms of being able to play against the Thunder, I think they match up well against the Thunder, a lot better than the New York Knicks would have matched up against them. But I think overall, Oklahoma City Thunder is still a better team, man. It's just this game, the defensive pressure from Indiana, which I didn't expect it to happen. Usually it's the other way around. It was just a little bit too much for OKC, man. They just, for whatever reason, they just couldn't get past the Indiana Pacers defense right now. And then another thing is that Tyrese Halliburton was aggressive super early, man. And do you expect to get another 27 points off of Benedict Mathurin off the bench? I don't know. So, because if Benedict Mathurin doesn't have as good a game off the bench, this game would have been a little bit closer. And this was like a 1-2 possession game pretty much up until the end of it, where Indiana Pacers were able to increase that lead. Tyrese Halliburton taking pictures with Reggie Miller's kids. Shout out to Indiana Pacers, man. They're up 2-1. They win game 3 of the NBA Finals. SGA held to under 30 points. Great production off the bench. We'll do a little bit of a post game before we let this go, man. I appreciate everybody who's watching, man. Whatever platform you're watching on, give your boy a like, subscribe, follow. We're going to be streaming game 4 of the NBA Finals on Friday, this Friday at 8 o'clock. We usually start with the pregame show, and then we get into the NBA Finals, which usually starts around 8:30. Okay, that's done. Let's see what's going on here with the stats. So let's break down the final stats of the game. So for team stats, so what's crazy about this is that in terms of 3-pointers and on the team stats for rebounds, OKC out-rebounded the Indiana Pacers by a pretty large margin. Indiana Pacers had 36 rebounds. OKC had 43. Turnovers, 19-14. OKC had 19 turnovers. But from 3-point, OKC was shooting 45%. Indiana Pacers were only shooting 33%, man. Usually when OKC wins the offensive boards, when they're winning from hitting from 3-point, usually they win those games, man. But this time, I guess, just wasn't meant to be. Let's do a recap for the box score. See how much everyone scored. So Chet Holmgren finished the game with 20 points, 10 rebounds. Jalen Williams 26 points. SGA 24 points, and Lou Dort added another 12. That's another thing I'm surprised about too. Usually when these guys, the starting 5, have phenomenal games, this would be considered a phenomenal game from Oklahoma City Thunder. Usually OKC wins that, man. But I think what really killed OKC down the stretch was the weak play off their bench, both offensively and defensively. Alex Caruso only had 8 points, Isaiah Hartenstein only had 4 points, and Isaiah Joe only had 6 points. Last game, Aaron Wiggins was going crazy. Aaron Wiggins was going crazy from 3-pointer last game. They didn't really get any offensive production from him. Meanwhile, on the Pacers, it was the exact opposite. You had 8 points from Obi Toppin off the bench. You had 10 points from TJ McConnell off the bench. And you had 27 points from Benedict Mathurin off the bench. And not only were they contributing offensively, but they were contributing on the defensive side as well, too. And they were making it a pain for OKC all night long. OKC, even though the box score for OKC looks really good, it doesn't really reflect the defensive pressure that they were putting on SGA and Chet Holmgren and some of the other players all night. The bench couldn't get any points at all, and SGA, even though he finished with 24, he had to fight for them 24, man. I think he only went to the free throw line 4 times this game as well. I think he hit all his free throws, but the Indiana Pacers made it extremely difficult for the OKC Thunder tonight. And more than anything, OKC, man, even though they kept in the game, they didn't look comfortable in the game. even though they were able to come back, tie it, make it close, there was no point in this game where they looked like they were really comfortable. SGA didn't really look that comfortable either, but he was able to get a shot off. But yeah, I think that's the biggest thing for this game, man, is the defensive pressure that the Indiana Pacers put on the Oklahoma City Thunder. And then the turnovers and Benedict Mathurin off the bench, man. Benedict Mathurin is absolutely crazy. So Indiana Pacers take a 116-107 win over the Oklahoma City Thunder. They go up 2-1. Next game will be in Indiana on Friday, game 4 of the NBA Finals, which we will be streaming as well too. So make sure to lock in for that stream, man. We're going to be here for game 4. We're going to be doing a breakdown before the game, pre-game. We do a breakdown of what each team needs to be able to win, who the X factor is, and you know, who needs to really show out to be able to get that win. And we'll see, man, if the OKC can tie this game 2-2 and go back to Oklahoma, it could be anyone's game, man. But at first, before the series started, I thought it was gonna be a 6. Oklahoma City Thunder were gonna win this game in 6. But looking at this, man, these two teams are very evenly matched. It's like a seesaw. You never know what's gonna happen. I think this might even go to a game 7, man. And I think OKC would win if it goes to a game 7. But let me know what you guys think, man. Anyways, I appreciate anybody who was watching, man. This was dope. We got the Pacers up 2-1. Game 3 is finished. Again, we will be streaming game 4 on Friday at 8:30. Whatever platform you're watching on, man, give me a like, subscribe, follow. It really helps me out a lot in the algorithm and boost the profile. We're going to be streaming a lot of the news coming out in the NBA offseason too. Is going to be a wild offseason, man. There's a lot of speculation on trades that are going to happen. So we're going to be covering all that coming up as well too. But anyways, man, shout out to anybody who liked the stream, all of that. We're going to be here back on Friday, man. And I'm out for tonight, man. Everybody have a good night.